it's also a good time for some predictions about the grand finals, which are about to start between Frost and Andy. And if you're Zayu, it's a great time to join the voice channel. My sub alerts are still playing, but if you want to say hi, we have our co-caster ready for the grand finals. It is the grilled fish. It is Mr. Za to the U, Div 1 player himself. And he will give us the expert insight on the grand finals.
Bloop. Hey.
Bloop.
I don't know how grilled fish make the bloop, because
Bloop.
I guess they're dead.
I did it once. I did it once when I cast you. It was bloop.
Right. Yes, I remember. But it doesn't make much sense because they are dead. So maybe it's only.
Well, they did bloop and then they do ch.
Oh, okay.
First it's alive, then it does bloop, and then it's getting grilled, and then it does ch.
Oh. Okay. Perfect introduction as always. Yeah. So hello everybody.
Why don't you say hi? Thank you so much for prolonging the gift sub of Rage. That basically means you're subbing, I think. It's phrased a bit weirdly, and I don't think I have an alert for it, but thank you. Thank you so much regardless. I'm not sure it counts towards the hype train, because we're not getting closer to that level 7 there.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, there's been... Sniper gifted donated $50, then Mada did 6 subs, then Favorite did 5 subs, and then there was a few Prime subs by Mojito and Yomi, and then Tom gifted 10 subs. This is my largest hype train so far, so I guess there's quite some excitement for the finals.
Seems to be. I'm excited as well, I have to say. Frost looked dominant as ever, I would say, except against Favorite. But he hasn't faced Andy yet, and as far as I could see, Andy clapped Favorite. So, gonna be a tough one here.
It was a very long clap. Every game was really long. It wasn't that much of a 4. I mean, Andy played super amazing. I think Favorite also played really well. The Runestones game went 2 hours, I think. So it was a great set regardless, even though the semifinals looked like both 4-0s. And Maida even had a close game. Like the first game between Maida and Frost was also really close. So, but Andy did look great, like winning with Ethiopians, getting early map control with Ethiopians, for example, and stuff like that. So he did show some progress.
Yeah. I saw that. It was an interesting game for sure. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to play out and what tactics we're going to see. So as this is a best of 7 again, I guess it's time to do the predictions before we get the Sif drafts, right? Or should we do that afterwards?
Let's do it now, and then we can change them afterwards if we want.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it... I'm gonna say 4-1 Frost.
Reasonable. Then I'm gonna say 4-2.
Okay. Let's see if we change our predictions when we get the drafts. But the drafts are like... Usually it feels like when I'm drafting, for example, I'm usually pretty happy with my draft. I think drafting is quite one of my strengths. But then when the game plays out, it's always a bit different. So we'll have to see. So even if the draft might look one-sided or really strange for one player, can still mean nothing.
How is Zayu's voice level? I feel like you're crackling a bit now, so I turned you a bit down again. Maybe you can turn yourself down a bit on your end, I'm not sure. Because there's a bit of background noise.
I can try.
Okay, now Zayu completely gone, I guess. Aurico says 4-2. Griffin says 4-3. Nobody of you said for who, but... I mean, it would be a major upheaval in the DM scene if Frost loses the finals. But it can happen every time, right? And one of these finals is gonna be the historic moment where, in the old times at least, all the Reddit posts and AV-Zone posts would have popped up. End of an era.
Okay, I guess I'm back. My
Yeah,
internet deceased there for 10 seconds, so I was tuning down my voice, and suddenly nobody answered me anymore. So I was questioning what's
You
happening.
do sound better
But
though. I think it
I'm
sounds
better.
good
Okay,
now.
good.
And you're peaking
Okay, then
exactly where
I'll
I'm
leave it.
peaking, so I think we're fine.
Nice.
No one thought Viper would ever get dethroned? Exactly. Maybe today is the day Frost gets dethroned. Genau, is Frost's Dynasty over? Exactly. Exactly that. That title was what I meant.
It's like he won all of the TDMs so far, right? So
Yes, he did.
I expect him to win this one as well. But at some point, yes, I can see it happening. I can see it happening. Just needs one lucky set or a good set, I suppose. Maybe today's the day. But it's still not a dethrone, right? It's just whoever beats him has to prove in more games after that that it wasn't just a one-time thing. So
Right, we have a map draft. And we have a hyper random first pick. Everybody's picking hyper random first against Frost. Hoping on those dice. But any hyper random first pick against favorite as well, so I think he just likes the map.
yeah, I think so as well. So I would suggest Frost banning some standard maps or some maps he doesn't like, maybe like Fez or Aftermath. I don't know. He likes Aftermath, I think. Maybe Fez or so. But where's the draft? I haven't seen it yet.
It's in Division 1 scheduling. They are using
Ah,
a bit
oh
the
yeah,
wrong
okay,
channel
okay.
instead of the
Now I
playoff
see it.
one.
Oh, okay. Are you live there or?
I'm left there, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Sunburn
Okay,
and
so
Runestones. Alright, but Sunburn is exciting. Maybe can be an
yes,
early
I
win.
like to see some Sunburn games. Haven't seen that many, to be fair. Also, Serengeti haven't seen so many. In this game, we're gonna see many maps this match.
We won't see Akerai, Outcrop, and what's the other map that we won't see? Zayu, let's test you.
I'm not looking at the missing maps. I'm trying to figure it out. It is. What is it? Hmm.
I know it.
It's Aftermath.
Correct.
Okay, I'm not too sad about that.
We just saw 2 hours of 1.5 hours of Aftermath, so I guess we did get our Aftermath for the day in.
Yeah, the classic Magyar Tars. I had a quick look when I was in my break, seeing how it goes, and I was like, okay, this is gonna take a while. But yeah, his favorite is really good in these matches. I played him once in the same matchup, and was very very hard.
Oh, and the civs already. Admin ban's already through. Lots of mobility civs gone. Sicilian's gone, but other than that, no
Not
SO
too many
civ
strong
gone, right?
stiffs.
I like
No,
Malians, Huns,
Teutons are gone.
Turks. Oh, Teutons, yeah.
I guess Bohemians are a decent pick for Frost. He likes them a bit, I think. But the rest is like not too much of an issue. And the bands that we're seeing are quite strong civs probably. But I mean Romans, Cumans, there's still so many strong civs left. Oh wow. Berbers, Celts, Slavs, Magyars, Mongols, I think. Wow, this is gonna be a high caliber of civs that we're gonna see first.
Frost always banning Bengalis after favorite beat him with the one face.
Okay, but we have a Mongols ban, so expect Slavs and Celts here probably. Maybe no, Saracens is still in. Sorry, no, Saracens, Celts probably. Would
Magyars
be
is
my
also still there, right? So if then the Slavs come out, then you can pick Magyars at least as Andy. And he goes Berber Saracen. Alright, that means
okay.
Celts and Slavs for Frost, probably. That leaves
Yeah,
Frost
that's
so many SO. I'm not sure if you
oh my
like
God.
that if you're against Frost.
Oh, that's got to be the dream draft for Frost here, I think. The first 3 civs. He's going to be super comfortable with those.
Feels like it as well. I mean, why are
I
you
expect
banning
Magyars to be
Spanish? I
picked
mean,
now.
Spanish for Scholz. Okay, I guess. There's
Yeah.
Scholz, right? Yeah, there's Magyars. Expected. What
Now
else
it's
could
going
you
to
pick
get
now?
tough.
Georgians?
Georgians is there still. Yeah, yeah. Frost will pick up George. I mean, Frost doesn't like to play Georgians. He will pick up Koreans over Georgians, I'm pretty sure. But then Chinese also might come into the draft here
Chinese are
quite handy for
coming
Shoals
now.
or immersion?
Okay, for Shoals.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's Koreans and has to be
There's
Georgians now, no? Georgians are the second highest win rate after Berbers, but the freaking Frost plays Dravidians. Get out of here. I mean, I'm happy that means Andy gets Georgians. Please get Georgians. Now. You have to get Georgians now. They have
he will
70%
get
win
Georgians.
rate.
Yeah, yeah.
There's Georgians.
And Japanese most likely. Or if he doesn't like them, he might go for an Elephant Civs or Bulgarians. Yeah, I think Burmese is quite
Bulgarians makes
decent
sense,
on
though.
a lot of these maps. Bulgarians, yeah. I think Bulgarians usually yes, and he does pick them, but I think they are pretty
Andy's
weak
mind.
against Slavs, Celts, and Saracens. So it's like you have to pick them in a way because Frost would have picked them otherwise, most likely. But you don't feel too great about them here. So maybe he'll just try to pick them on a map where he doesn't face the other siege civs.
It's Frost being Koreans, no. So he just picked up Japanese and Britons, so a bit of the Hezi vibes there. And Britons is a Frost vibe, right? Frost really likes Britons on water maps. I'm never too convinced of them, but Frost loves them and obviously makes them work because he's Frost and he's good with what he likes.
Sense now for the water. And now probably we're going to see Vikings or Wu as a backup for water, and then Burmese could also be a still a pickup.
Vikings! You're arguing for 0% win rate, Civ. Well, Lithuanians is another one of them, I think.
You heard it here first. Let's see. Burmese, yes. Oh, Portuguese. Okay. Yeah, well, Portuguese is, I guess, it's a more reasonable pick than Vikings, but I don't mind. I don't mind Vikings too much at this. Probably
and
not
really
going to
like
be
to see
Vikings here,
Wu.
but
I think Wu is super good.
Yeah,
you have to
Wu
pick
should
Wu.
be better. Yeah, Wu is okay here. Does he have? But maybe Lithuanians. I mean, he has Chinese and Byzantines. Maybe he wants to have one more Lancev. Then maybe he could try Goth for Sunburn, for example. Oh, Wei. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, Andy's a Wei lover. And he played Wei as well in the semis and won with them, so nothing convinced him otherwise. We had Wei versus Britons in the semis, and that looked like a super good matchup for Wei.
Yeah.
I like Wei into Britons and Portuguese as the last picks.
Sorry, what did you say?
I like Wei against Britons and Portuguese, so it's good against two of the late picks of Frost.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I like them against Britons. Yes, we saw that in the game, but it was really close still. And maybe still if you play Britons a little bit more passive there, don't go for the pond, I think then Wei will struggle quite a bit. So I think in Frost's hands, if he does have a tactic ready, he might be able to do that.
What do you think about the Magyar snipe here? Obviously the standout snipe, not sniping the Saracens, but sniping the Magyars?
Interesting. I think, well, I'm not sure. Maybe Frost feels comfortable playing against the Saracens because he's comfortable in his own micro, although Andy's micro is obviously very good. Magyars is always a bit of a questionable.
I'll let you analyze a bit. I'm back in 10 seconds, so I don't have to break during the finals.
Yes. Sure. So yeah, Magyars can be really good with the unique unit, and even beat Slavs and maybe even Celts. So I can see that. Berber's not that great here, I think, from Andy. Like against all these civs. I mean, Berber's always kind of okay, but against these civs in particular, don't see them being that great. Actually, I'm not sure if I favor Berbers here in any of these civs matchups. I mean, Dravidians probably, but the rest, yeah, and Portuguese, okay, but the rest, I'm not sure. Yeah, so in general, I like Frost's draft here. It's going to be interesting to see what he's going for on the water maps, though. Maybe Dravidians and Britons, but doesn't feel too strong. Also, you want to have some mobility on shoals. On immersion, not so much, but Dravidians are just too slow for shoals. Sorry, for immersion, I think. So I don't know where he's going to play the Dravidians. Maybe on Fez or so. Well, we'll see. So I'll probably think that he'll pick some faster civs on immersion and for shoals mobile civs for sure.
Well, we do start with immersion, so we do need to think about what you can play on immersion here. For Andy, it's has to be Byzantines, I guess? Or maybe
Maybe he'll go
Berbers.
away
Maybe
again.
just straight up Berbers.
Mm. Could make sense, yes, because he doesn't want to face any of the strong lances. But I would pick them on shoals. I think Berbers should destroy everything here on shoals. They are super mobile and they have great water, so Berbers should be a win on shoals against any of the Siths.
But then you also have China, right? Where do you play China
Yeah,
then if you play Wei here?
exactly. Then China on immersion is, I think, a little better because you want to get to that pond. They don't have the treadmill, but with the increased amount of villagers, they should be able to get to the middle pond, unless Frost manages to kill the villager early with the scout and doesn't go for the base, but rather goes directly for the pond with the scout. I think that's very important to do. And Byzantines, I don't like too much on immersion because they don't get cannon galleon; they just get the
I
you know.
agree. I like Wei or Chinese. I think he has options. I'm gonna go with Chinese because I don't see the draft any other way. But I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if it's Wei. And for
Yeah.
Frost, I mean, maybe it is Wei because it's Portuguese and Britain's the most logical options for Frost.
Yeah, Britain's probably Portuguese, but it's the last pick, right? I don't know if he's gonna play that. He could, but Portuguese. I mean,
I'm changing it. Any stuff was worked before. I don't know what the plan is for Chinese. I'm saying Wei Britons. I'm saying repeat of the semis.
okay. Then I'm just gonna say, well, as I said, what was it? Chinese and for Frost Britons.
All right, let's see. We are on the spec delay. And it is Burmese against the Wei. Frost seeing the Wei coming.
Yeah, 1-0 for you.
Yeah, 1-0 for me, but nobody saw the... Yeah, I think Frost may be expecting either Berbers or Wei. It would have been hard against Chinese, I think, with Burmese, but...
Well, the bad thing about Chinese is they don't get the elite cannon galleon, right? So their cannon galleons are pretty crap. So in that way, they are
Chinese
really
have
weak on land.
Luchuans, man.
Oh, they changed
Which
that.
century are you
Yeah. They
in?
have Luchmans. Oh,
They
okay, never
have the
mind.
best ship.
Okay, then I'm
Marin.
really confused. Yeah, okay.
Let me do the introduction.
Yeah.
Welcome to the grand finals of Tarnished Deathmatch Season 6. The old El Clasico in the finals is back. It is Frost 9, champion of all TDMs so far, going against his long-standing adversary in FreakinAndy. Andy is starting with the Wei. He knew the way in the semis, it worked there, but he's facing elephants from Frost in this game 1. Mr. Zayu is here with me, Division 1 player himself, to share his insight. What is your take on the Civ matchup on Immersion here?
Well, if I only had the DLC to be able to raid Wei. But yes, hi. Well, I think Burmese is just a try here to get the early push in, and then they're also pretty decent on water. So I think you can get quite nice control over the outside, probably with the cannon galleons and also the outer ponds. And then even if you don't get the middle pond, I think they can be quite nice here, even if they don't manage to do the initial push to win the game.
And he's jumping onto the middle pond straight away. 2 dogs up there already, bringing out those Luchuans. It isn't the greatest Luchuans that the Wei have, but at least they're cheaper, I think. Yeah, they're cheaper, so you can spam a lot of the Luchuans. They are very expensive, so I guess that helps. And it's Luchuans after all, so the most OP ship. The Frost now trying for a dog, trying to go forward with the elephants. Has found 1 villager kill so far. Lots of Junbai raiders out. I don't know if they can stand up to elephants here.
No, the elephants are really good against them. I'm really confused as well why there are no helps.
You get help, right? Yeah,
They
you get help.
right?
No last armor,
Yeah.
but you get help in here.
Yeah, that's not a problem
against
against elephants, the last armor.
Maybe to snipe dog whales. I mean, the Luchuans are out there. They're adding some damage. It's good against the champions. But, the elephants can wreck now, right? Without halberdiers. This one wrecks up, and he's housed. He has the middle pond, but he kind of doesn't have anything else.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be really tough for him to get up anything here. The base completely flooded by elephants already, and now he's building some barracks, but might be too late.
And even the dock is standing for Frost as the Lutrons are just sniping champions and stuff like that and aren't focusing on the docks. So there's even fire ships coming out for Frost to challenge the Lutrons. All the elephants go amok. The castle goes up for Andy. Finally some Halberdiers are entering the field, but it's 7 Halberdiers versus 23 elephants. Those are not the numbers you need to stop an elephant push.
Not sure what he was expecting. I mean, elephants seem like the absolute natural choice here. So I'm really confused that he opened so many stables and archery ranges, and he's going for cavalry only. And now it's going to be really hard. The dog's already going down. Trebuchet is already killing the dogs, so only one dog left for Andy, and Frost has all the dogs, and I think this game's over.
I'd like to say something different, but Andy, I don't know what he thought here, honestly, like all the raiders, right? Going for Cav Mars, maybe trying to micros the elephants or something? Or do you think it was champion opening?
And then even in, like, he got the early archers, right? And why didn't he go around, snipe the villagers or the dogs instead of fighting the elephants? Like, fighting the elephants doesn't make any sense. Especially Burmese elephants, which are tanky. Probably he didn't expect this matchup.
And he didn't micro the Lutrons to kill Frost's stocks. They were just shooting at elephants and not doing any damage. Like, and he doesn't seem very warmed up. I don't know. I'm also a bit disappointed. The same as Clever. And Frost is looking strong as always.
Yep. We don't have really much more to add. Frost even going for the monks. Trying to collect those relics. Castle on left hand side is getting denied. And yeah, Andy's trying to warm up here, I think. I think he knows that this is over.
I think the way has ended. He had a good way from the semifinals to the finals.
Yeah,
this might be the end of the road, and this is the end of this game. No way! Frost takes game number 1.
No way.
Would you say that was a waste of a Civ pick?
Came to my mind. Yeah, I mean, Chinese, I'm not sure. I think Chinese would have done way better. Like, if you go barracks with Chinese and then have some early castles and early Lutrons, I think they can do way better. Although even the elephants are still tricky to deal with. Better. But they can do scorpions, right? So Chinese would have been okay.
Yeah, but they couldn't have done way better. They just could have done Chinese better.
Yeah, true. Yeah, of course.
1-0 for Frost. Now, at least we've got all the way jokes out of the way now, right?
Yeah, what a way to end the series, though. I mean, really dominant fight from or start for Frost here. Should be feeling really confident. But it was the last pick for Andy, so maybe not the end of the world. But Bimi is also the second to last pick, so yeah.
Also the second last pick. So let's see how long we have to wait for the next game.
And if I know these two players, then not too long. They are really quick on getting the games going.
Yeah, already on Scholz, so quick predictions for Scholz.
Okay, I'm gonna say, I really don't know for Frost. I mean, you want to have something that's mobile, but he doesn't. I'm gonna say Britons, and then for Andy, it's gonna be, well, what did I say earlier? Berbers, right? Yeah, Berbers.
I think it has to be Chinese because he didn't play them on the last map, so it's gonna be Chinese, and Frost switches it up, and I don't want to say it, plays Dravidians or Trolls. I'm saying Chinese Dravidians.
Okay.
Just to already pre-frustrate myself for the Dravidian win incoming.
Okay. We get a point each.
Okay. It's the reasonable one. I want, like, the reasonable option would have been Britain's Chinese. So yes. I'm happy it's the reasonable one. And it's not way. How far behind are we? I think we can go live, right? Welcome to game number 2. We do have a lot of dogs placed. Already Frost starting with the barracks. And oh, that castle. I always hate that castle on the docks. Like, I'm really not a fan of that. So many strong players
Not
do it.
quick walling, and he's losing the villagers on the docks. He's doing 4 docks at once, but losing 2 villagers over this because he's not walling them in. That's a mistake. And 2 villagers lost. It's quite heavy. So now villagers almost caught up from the Chinese start.
2 docks up for Andy, 1 dog up for Frosto, so at least a bit faster on the docks. His own light calf wasn't attacking the dog vills, but was harassing the base villagers. Galleon start.
He's going Galleon. I mean, I do like it, I think. Because you have so many dogs up early. And Frost really struggling here to get his production up, actually. Maybe he has to surrender the water early.
Dragon ships OP! Let's fight back those dirty British traders who want to force opium onto us. Well, the demo ship forces itself onto the dragon ship, therefore giving the chance for Frost to get the docks up.
Yeah, okay, and Frost now trying to go with the infantry to the middle. And dragon ship's not really doing much here. I would have expected more galleons. Why is he doing so many dragon ships?
Because he finally has a chance to play dragon ships, which he never gets in RM? I don't know! It's dragon ships into demos, right? Frost is only spamming demos. So, yeah they're countered.
Confused. I'm also confused that Frost's not building his dock at the front. I mean, it's getting sniped by the galleons, 10 HP. And it's got deleted. Okay, they only did 1 damage.
Oh, the castle you set off. What I like from Andy is the early side expansion. He's already making castles onto the gold area. That's actually, this map isn't decided by the water. It's decided by what's left and right of the water. The water is just something you kind of have to play for at the start, or your base instantly dies. And then you suddenly stop caring about the water and everybody plays for the golds. Which is making this map quite interesting. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan of playing it, but it's an interesting dynamic. You can always go back on the water then and help with the side fights and so on. The water still plays a role.
It depends a little bit though. Like the way Andy places his castles next to the water, it's not really what I like. Like if you want to play on this map and want to play for land, you should place your castles where the stone is on the outside, like not attackable from the water. But Andy's castles are all attackable.
Andy's expecting to win the water and then maybe defend the outside with the water. Yeah, that's what his castles are saying. That's also what his big fleet investment is saying. Here come the demos onto the Luchuan Stow and the galleons.
Frost doing some formation changing here so that they are not being shot, but still decent demos. Still quite good value here for him. And now the longbows also on the water. I'm not sure. They don't seem to be doing that much damage. Nice counter demos here from Andy now though.
I think that's
getting
good
some
fights
really
for
nice
Andy.
shots in.
I like those counter demos are taking good shots as well. The Galleon Master is staying alive, so he has long-term water. If you can keep that up, I mean, demos can't take control in the end, so this isn't as full of a demo map as Silver Swamp. I do like the other types of ships here
demos
as well.
flanking now.
Yeah, that could be a good one.
And these demos kind of out of position, only going through the middle, and now we have all the demos from the side here, nicely splitting. I can't tell who took the better trade here. Pretty
and these Galleons are alive, so I think it's fine for him.
Yeah.
And that was a good demo as well, 2, 4, 5 there or something. Maybe more.
Frost still not adding any demos. Trying to get on the wood eco because already low on wood, and trying to get on the left hand side where Andy did not expand yet.
Andy has the expansion down, getting 4 TCs on the gold side, 2 castles are up. Frost slowly transitioning to the left side, has to build out of that water range because water dominance so far for FreakinAndy, who's attacking docks with galleons now. There is a demo master to the left still, but Andy with the early advantage on Schultz.
Did Andy get the market? Because he has no wood left, but a lot of food.
No. Both use the market back and forth here, from what I can see.
Yeah, okay.
Luchuan, it's a lot of ships, like, right? I don't think he bought a bit of food now.
Yeah, he doesn't have TCs on the wood in the back of his base, while Frost has many there. Frost really has a better eco setup in this game. Although not
He went
having the full
straight to
control
the
of the left.
gold, right? That's why he doesn't have the wood eco.
Yeah.
He has a bit of wood eco where he has the gold, but he went so early to secure the gold that he just ignored the wood eco. I mean, it's a strategy, right? You value gold over wood. So now Andy has no wood and Frost has no gold.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Frost does have gold. Frost has plenty of gold on the left-hand side. And he's running into Andy's castle here, though, with his army. Just passing
There's
there,
no
it
gold in the
seems.
bank.
But,
I mean, he has 9 on gold and 15 gold. I would say
yeah,
he has
yeah,
no
okay,
gold.
he does. Okay. I mean, I thought about gold access here. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
you're right, of course.
just 3 TCs. He doesn't have stone for castle. That's very vulnerable as well, access-wise. And he's... Frost is trying to raid the wood eco of FreakinAndy. And he will be very disappointed. Because there is none. Huh? Where's his eco?
And yeah, I like Andy's position here really. He's really making nice push from the right-hand side as well with the Chukunus and some traps and champions. And might be in Frost's eco at the back soon. Although that's gotta be mined out
Nice
quite
defensive
quickly.
castle on his actually existing little wood eco there next to the gold. So Frost's army is falling to the castle. Little bit of a scuffle here where Andy's trying to mount a land push. Still has the water push. The demos have all failed as well. So Andy has a lot of hurt ships, but he still has the water control. Frost trying to get more docks up. Castle defense, the wood eco. Beautifully. Some halberdiers left, and Andy notices and garrisons them.
Frost did add more docks now to the left, and he's still adding, but his numbers are not there. And Andy is really nice protecting his galleon mass, destroying all of Frost's castles to the front. And yeah, Frost is soon gonna be having a
some
bit
decent
of
demos
trouble.
by Frost. That was some good demo shots. The halberdiers tanking for the demos. But Andy is 38 to 8 army. I mean, the top's looking good. It's mainly water, but it's also more land army than Frost, because Frost has no army whatsoever. Siege rams and trebuchets pushing in on the land as well.
Oh, look at Andy's villager queue. He's at 135 and he has 100 villagers in the queue.
Classic Andy, man. Classic Andy, man. He's always going for 200
Oh
villas.
no! Like
The biggest overboomer, the highest elo overboomer in DM, it's Andy. But we said the same in the semis when he was playing Bengalis and he had 170
yeah.
builds and it worked great. But here's the demos for Frost. The neutral ones are gonna fall. No, to stay alive. What? I thought it was for sure they would die.
Maybe not too late. We're gonna see, let's see. Frost trying to defend the push on the right hand side, repairing his castle. Trap's gonna fall. 2 rams, actually not enough here. Not enough melee units around for infantry. Land units around for Andy to actually do something in this push because he has so many villagers.
And he actually selling wood now. He has 72 villagers on wood. I mean, the days when he had no wood eco are over. He has eco on everything. He even has 4 farmers now. But with 160 villagers, I guess that's easy. He has a castle on the left as well. Water fighting is continuing. Frost now with more army, because, well, and he has so many builds.
Yeah, it's really confusing. He DQ'd all his villagers and then he queued up 10 more.
Automatics, man. That's what happens if you play a lot of only RM and you boom a lot, I guess. 160 wins is still far too many. Frost has 140 as well. It's also arguably overboomed for Britons. 140 Britain wins. It's kind of crazy, no?
Yes. I mean, at this stage it's okay because you need to catch up a little bit with your eco, because at the start you spend everything. But yeah, here probably on this map, because it's not that water heavy, 110 should be fine for Britons and for Chinese as well. But they're still fighting over the water, which is interesting. I would imagine Frost adds some cannon galleons once he cleared out the docks, the remaining ships that Andy has.
Yeah, Frost still heavily fighting on water with pure demo. I don't think he's made any other ship. Andy is making Lutrons and Galleons. Frost is making only demos on the water, so very different approaches. Frost is getting the relic from the water! Hezzy, who are you? Hezzy, are you in the finals after all?
I mean, it's very interesting because Frost is managing to, or did manage to kill the castle on the left-hand side that Andy has there with just one trap. And also on the right-hand side, he's pushing back. And on the water, he has cleared almost everything. So although the score is quite high for Andy, it's looking quite decent for Frost here.
So still looking, I think, slightly better for Andy because he has the loot runs, but if he loses them, then it's at least completely even. Army value is still in Andy's favor because of the loot runs, right? Oh, they're so hurt though.
What is he planning to do with the archery rangers? Skirmishes?
Yeah, against longbows, I guess. Where are the ranges?
Interesting. On the right-hand side. Yes, he's doing skirps. Wow.
Skirps!
On this map, it's so interesting because on this map usually you want to have the mobility, I thought at least, to be able to jump from left to right when you have the water control.
Ships that are not demos. He added 5 fast fire ships.
Probably misclick.
Probably. He's losing docks though, like the Lutrons are making progress, they're all super hurt. Is there ever a world where you send repair bills to ships in DM? I don't know, but with these hurt Lutrons I might think about it. Demos, oh, it's gonna be close. No, defense all the demos here. I'm looking at the demos so much because it's the most like costly thing Andy has. And if you can fully clear the water, I think that would be important. Frost is adding once more docks. Yeah, he's insistent on always forcing Andy to challenge the water, adding more docks to the right there. And eventually he'll get the demos in, right? Now he get them in.
Yeah, that was some nice hits. I mean, still some Lutrons up, and the Lutrons are really good against the demos apparently. Kind of sniping them from a distance.
Yeah, that's the best part about them.
But now the fast fire is actually not too bad. Once the Galleon number goes down, they are doing quite well against the Lutrons, and of course also against the Galleon once they reach them.
Fast fire is actually a better counter to Lutrons than demos sometimes.
Yeah, I think I would like the mix. But he has to come from more different angles as well. But let's have a look at the land fight, because right-hand side is still Frost heavily pushing in. The skirmishers, of course, not doing too much against the champions and are not that great against the longbows either. One more castle got added here from Andy, but not gonna last long, I think.
He has a lot of resource for skirmishers, only 5 in the queue though. It's pure longbow, so I guess the skirms does make sense. There is some champions behind that, so we do need Tukunu and skirmishers. And Andy is kicked off gold here on the right side. Yeah, maybe should have paid more attention to the land. Maybe Andy should have also paid more attention to the land than to his Lutrons.
And also left-hand side now, kind of a change in pace there. Andy adding another castle, Andy coming forward with traps and probably also some army in the soon future. Frost had added some siege workshops on the left-hand side. I'm not sure what those are about. Usually not very good, many good units you can make. Maybe some
Rams or onagers for these things. Frost trying to demo the traps. I'm not sure that's in range. It does damage the trap a bit. But Andy is trapping on the left. Frost is trapping on the right. Skirm Mass is now kind of there. Can Andy keep this castle up?
No, champions are down, so looks kind of good now for him. Only two
Frost
traps flying
switch here with the werewolf traps against the skirms. The castle is being repaired anyways.
Yeah, but then he needs more traps. Yeah, probably not. Probably it's fine.
The traps. Like this. Champions are clearing the skirms. Yeah, looks
Oh
fine.
my god, big demo shots.
I missed him because I was looking at the land fights. And he killed a castle on the left. I think he's about to lose the castle on the right now with the champions taking over. And the water with those demo shots is probably over for a bit. They expect us to focus on land. Andy is really struggling on the gold front. Only has these 9 villagers here on gold on the right side.
I think Frost will pull a lot of his villagers from his base now to the right hand side to mine the gold as soon as he gets some control over this. There are so many on wood that he doesn't need. I think that he can pull them over.
And he also has 77 vills on wood, but he has nowhere to go on to gold anymore. As the castle does fall on the right side. FreakinAndy is pushed off gold. It looked good for him at the start. but the tides have turned. Frost 9 is looking now in a lead in game number 2.
Yeah, left-hand side push also being completely stopped. Those siege workshops actually made 1 or 2 honor just that were really helpful in killing the traps. And now Andy has no gold access whatsoever. Wait, he's 19 on gold.
There's actually
Where's the
siege
remaining gold?
towers.
Oh, he
I
has
thought it was
gold
a
in the
joke.
back.
And he has gold in the back? Oh yeah, in his base,
Yeah,
true.
there's still
Oh,
mining.
okay.
So he has
Maybe a
one
bit
more
of second
chance
wind.
to claim one of the sites here.
Where is the siege
I mean,
tower going though?
He's going from the right-hand side to the left-hand side.
Yeah, there's the fire lancers prepared. Andy, okay, I'm losing this game. Let's do fire lancer siege tower again. I was against banning it for Empire Wars. Maybe you can help me here.
Yep. And Frost casually playing this as a scenario, killing castles with longbows.
Killing fire lancers as well. The siege towers were too late.
Now the ram against the siege tower. Let's see. Just passing.
Oh, the siege tower is trying to attack the ram, it looks like. Okay, it's trying to load up three fire lancers.
He's just
and
trolling.
he just wanted to do it again. And it's a remark to Empire Wars or something.
I think he fought it now. There's not
Castle on the right side for Frost to secure that, and there comes the GG. Oh, and he had a good shot in this game, but Frost, as always, seemed to survive everything. Just adding more dogs, making FreakinAndy invest into water so long that Frost could push back on land. Never bet against opium, I guess. It's a history reference, Twitch. We're not actually talking about anything else than history.
So if we want to be really smart about the Civ picks now, Frost is doing the typical Frost, playing his Civs from last to first, except for the Portuguese. So now it's going to be Japanese, obviously.
Okay, yeah, cooking. Which map are the Japanese gonna go on though? Well, they
Whatever map will be
it's
played.
still set to Shoals, so we don't know yet.
Yeah, so if it's... Okay, we played Shoals, which was one of Frost's
Going
home
to
maps, so maybe Andy's
going to
gonna
hyper
pick...
random.
Oh, okay. Hyper random. Well, I think hyper random Berbers should be really good. Saracen should be really good. I don't think he will play. Well, he has to play Byzantines or Lithuanians. Maybe he'll try Byzantines then here, because I don't know where Byzantines would be good on the other maps. So probably Byzantines, or maybe he wants to play Lithuanians, because Lithuanians on Fez could be nice with the relics and the mobility. So perhaps it's not gonna be Lithuanians, and Byzantines will not be played. And then I would lean to Berbers for hyper random to have the water access as well. And for Frost, it's gonna be... I think it's actually not gonna be Japanese. Might be Dravidians. Yeah, I'm gonna say Dravidians. Dravidians, Berbers.
I want to say that too. So I'm changing to Portuguese Berbers.
Oh wow, Portuguese. Interesting. Well, we were right with the Berbers. But Frost
Oh, it's
did
neither of our picks for the other. It is Japanese.
Why did I
God damn
just
it!
go
You had
with the
your
Japanese?
logic. You had your
I said
logic,
it.
and then you didn't follow it through. I'll be back in 10
Damn.
seconds.
Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, okay, then I will stick with this. Just okay, Japanese now. The next game will be Dravidians, then will be Koreans, then Slavs, and then Celts. So we know that from Frost, whatever maps that might be on. And yeah, for Andy, it's Berbers as expected. So in general, this matchup we have seen, for example, Hezi against me, where Japanese were really good when having that trap mass, and I think Frost can play that as well. So it's going to be really tough for the Berbers, but of course the map might say otherwise. If there's some water, for example, then Berbers might get suddenly a lot better. Or if it's really open and there's not a possibility of a straight push through the middle, maybe like an Oasis kind of map, then Berbers might be nice as well. So we'll see.
Yeah, will matter a lot, the generation here. Early Halberdiers can be a bit of a pain for the Berbers. But
Wow.
it is... Oh, Lord, nice hyper random for the finals.
There's no way.
Fortified
Oh no, this is show.
wall!
Yeah.
Fortified wall and salt marshes in the middle, 2 islands in that, a little bit of open water to the left and the right. This is an absolutely crazy generation for hyper random. I love it that we had it for the finals. Frost says Stonewall is lovely, but I think that would make it better for the Berbers, right? They can easily get to water and to their camel archers here.
In general, yes, and I really like Andy's early adaptation here to the map, adding docks right away, also walling out the William the Conqueror that Frost
William
is
the
having
Conqueror
here.
versus Demos.
Demos seem to be
We have
doing well, and now the camel
we
is
have a
doing the
Britain's
job.
theme today, right? We had the Opium Wars with the Britons last game. Now we have William the Conqueror. Where's Andy's Conqueror? Frost deletes his walls. You're not allowed to rebuild those.
Yeah, and both Williams are dead now, so no more heroes this game. And I'm not sure if Frost can do something here about this this massive ship push that's coming on.
Yeah, he isn't on water at all, right? He didn't go for any docks. Water was a bit further away from him.
I mean, the numbers are not there
too.
yet for Andy. Andy needs to mass a little bit. He's already nicely transitioning to the center with many castles, 4 castles on that small one side of the lake, and the Cav archers are really danger here. Demos, one demo hitting nicely, trying to deny that castle, but those
Andy
Cav
was
archers
dancing
should
with
die.
the villagers, but the CA wasn't shooting at the villager. But there's even hills on the water, right? Andy, also the hills is the water is higher elevation than the land, so the Galleons have hill bonus against the land units here.
Yeah, and this is really looking tough for Frost already. Frost adding 2 castles to the back, probably will try to go even now for trap pushes, but with cannon galleons that can be added now for Andy, it will be really hard here for Frost to do anything, it feels. Also has his main goal to the front. Oh,
Middle piles are shit.
Frost.
Only 290, so not as impactful. The side piles have a lot more here, like 700 on the side goals.
Yeah,
So
side goals are good.
the middle isn't that important for gold taking, which is a bit sad. It would have
Yeah,
been
but
funnier
all
if the
of
middle mattered more.
all of Frost's gold, except for the one with 1000 times 3 at the right, is reachable from the water. So Frost will have no gold access whatsoever, I think.
Yeah, Frost stock is getting killed as well. Demos on the Cav archers.
Wow, this
Nice
rarely
ones.
happens to Frost, losing so many. Randy's trying to add a castle in the left-hand side, but there's no way. So the male villager that's walking through the left island here is trying to get there.
He
Let's see
played
if he
them
makes
already
it.
in game 1, so he can't get there now.
And he's losing a lot of ships though now to all the halberdiers and the traps.
There's Demos
Oh no, the Demos again.
to the Cav archers again! And he not deleting.
I mean, this is... I wanted to say this is quite costly for Andy, but not so much actually. Still quite high on the
Still
gold.
has got resources. He's even adding the camel archers now for the land push after the water push. I mean, I said it last game as well, it was looking great for Andy, but this is looking far more dominant than he was in a position in last game, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Now adding some land units as well. A lot of camels going through the middle here, and the camels should deal with the Cav archer, but there's still quite some helps around. Frost is really gonna struggle on eco now, it seems. Traps all being sniped. Oh my god, this was a nice.
Let's go.
nice trap kill.
Camel and Gaians are the antidote to the Catapulto trebuchets. Now we even have the Camel Archers in front of the ships for Andy, and they are taking out the Cav Archers. Frost completely knocked down into his base. He's trying to fight the ships with the Japanese trebuchets, but the ships are also killing all the infantry that's streaming, and Frost is out of gold already. And Frost calls the GG. It is not a clean sweep finals this time around. FreakinAndy with a dominant win on Hyper Random. Adapting to the map quicker, jumping onto the docks, jumping onto the middle castles to lock down the center on this Hyper Random generation.
Yeah, I think you can't really hope for a much better map here for Burbus. You have a complete river setup and early water control, so really good map generation for him. And yeah, very smooth sailing for him.
Do you want the map seat, Mojito?
The bases of those two players look so different. Like Frost, I mean, if you're still in the game, Frost is like one tile away, one tile away, one tile away, like really like super scattered, like perfectly built in terms of the M. Even the houses like next to each other. And then Andy's like, I need 3 spaces between my houses. I have space here. I need some places to walk, you know.
It looks ridiculous, but I mean, who cares where it's in the base, right? The main mission was to get onto the docks quickly and to quick wall against William the Conqueror with the houses there. That was kind of the crucial part, to protect the villagers from William the Conqueror here with the quick walls. Showing that again with how he house quick walls against William and then has the demo there weakening him and gets the last quick wall house there as well. Beautiful play in order to secure the docks and snowball it. From there on, it was smooth sailing, as Admiral Zhao said, onto the Berber Navy.
All right, so next map Frost can choose. Let's see what he will go for. I know it's going to be Dravidians, so which map will he pick Dravidians on? Probably he will pick them on Fez now, right? That should be the best map for them.
Yeah, maybe he can get a festive victory there.
Yeah, for sure.
But he has to make sure he doesn't get too close to the sun, or he might get burned. So Dravidians shouldn't play Sunburn, is what I meant by that.
Yeah,
obviously.
and then
Bad for the map, no
should be
trademark
the for Andy. No, but where is what map
you
will
can
be
play
played?
Serengeti Dravidians as well. I think if
Are
it's
they still in
Dravidians,
the
I
lobby?
think Serengeti. We're going to Sunburn actually, so.
Are they still in the lobby? Because I don't see the lobby.
No, they've started on Sunburn. Quick prediction.
Oh, are they Sunburn? Okay. Well, Dravidians. I have to do it because it's no. I will go for Slavs and I don't know. Maybe Georgians. I don't know.
Korean Saracens. I'm saying Korean Saracens.
Okay, I'm saying Slavs, Georgians. Yeah.
Okay, we both get a point. Slavs versus Saracens. I think we have to pause because they're in already. So let's meet up at 10 seconds.
I cannot find the game. Fortunately.
I can stream to Discord.
They posted. Oh, they posted it. No, I got it. 1 second. Downloading match content, and I am loading in.
Let me know when you're 10 seconds. We have Slavs versus Saracens for game number 4. 3, 2, 1, go. Whew, what do you like more? I think both can be good. I think I prefer the Saracens. Treadmill Crane is big on Sunburn.
Yeah, but you don't need houses with Slavs, so I think if he stabilizes, then Slavs should be good, and he is just walling in his villages. Frost is, so.
I think this is the wrong opening. I think you play this Champ SO with Saracens.
Yeah, stable doesn't make a lot of sense here. I mean, 1 stable is fine. Archery rangers, though. Let's see if he's quick enough
is
to kill
Hussar is
some of Frost's
delaying a
villagers
lot.
before the castle gets up.
Yeah, it's a bet on denying the castle, but I think you can play around Champ SO and then getting that up quicker with Treadmill Crane against the Slavs as well. Technically, you're making worse units than them, but you're making faster and more of them. And I think that's the key on Sunburn in this matchup. And Chemists don't excite me. Cavachers could maybe get a quick win here.
And he's doing a really good job though, sniping one villager, trying to get onto the SO now, trying to snipe the remaining villagers of Frost with a cavalry archer. Frost doing his chicken castle, as many people call it. He will get it up probably though, so then he should be fine, 90%. And yeah, he will get it up. And now it's looking okay for him, but Andy now actually pushing forward already on the left-hand side. Let's see Frost already going for the traps immediately, which I do like.
And he's making a lot of siege workshops for siege just now. But how do you protect them? That's why I wanted to see the champions coming in order to protect them. Cav just can't really protect the siege. That seems to be the problem. And he gets the castle up.
Yeah, and now he's going for his own traps, I would assume. Yes, he is. Going for another 3 castles at the same spot, basically. Okay, I don't like that middle castle. Front one, maybe. Oh, Frost losing some 2 siege onagers at the front.
I like spamming castles on Sunburn a lot. I think that's the right Sunburn play. You spam castles in the face of your opponent.
Yeah, well, yeah, right. So the forward one, but not the one that is building with 1 villager now. That's just blocking his unit's way. But
Cavachers are trying to go in. Did find 2 villager kills. Everything gets bada boom. Both Frost and Eddie's units there. Trap numbers. How are we looking there? Really important metric here. 1 to 2. And Frost loses 2, so that was a good trade for Andy. He's pushing on the left. The triple castle stack is there. The forward one is the one that gets deleted. Rip my co-caster. But here comes an even more forward one to make you happy.
Yeah, I really like Andy's play here. The Cav Archers, you said you weren't happy with them, I think, but I think he's playing...
Yeah, maybe just because I can't micro them. I tried a lot of things on Sunburn, and that didn't work for me. But Andy obviously can micro Cav Archers a bit better than I can.
Yeah, he's keeping Frost down to 2 siege onagers at a time, although now he's losing quite a lot of them.
Microing Cav Archers against siege onagers maybe only works for FreakinAndy. Like, right?
Yeah, but if it's only
that was good trade for
it's okay.
Frost.
He delayed Frost quite a bit in the beginning, killed some villagers, and then made an early push. And this is what's winning him the game here now. It feels population 80 to 20. I think this
Let's
is GG.
go! A tied up finals! When did I have that idea? I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Don't jinx him. Frost is fine. Frost is expanding. He's getting his SO. No, all the SO are getting sniped. I can't say that he's getting the SO mass up just to jinx him.
No.
They are getting constantly sniped by Andy's chemists.
Yeah, really good play here by Andy. Excellent use of the early siege onagers to snipe the 2 traps that Frost had as well. And now, yeah, I mean, I was in the situation.
He has 5 castle clump on the left. It's not where his base is. So many castles in one space. We usually only see around the town center, but it is a forward clump. Something I've not really seen before, and Andy's making it work great. He has the bombard cannons now. He's clearing out the base. Cav Archers and now the Mamelukes are going in. No army for Frost. 7 halberdiers only on the field.
Yeah, fantastic play here by Andy, and this really shows that this early trying to get the castle up doesn't work on this short type of maps where you just need units, particular well microed CA that can really win you the game early.
Rodney McKay already switching sides, giving up his former captain, wants to be on team Andy now in the next Carry Me or Die. Oof. No loyalty there. Frost loses 2 games and the Rats are leaving the sinking ship. Frost calls the GG, well played. We have a tied up grand finals in DM at 2-2. And that goes out to all the people who said the end of the season wouldn't be exciting. Great play by Andy. You're not saying you're happy about it? Yeah. I'm just making fun.
My prediction is already wrong, so you're still up there. And I have to say, though, that Andy lost, or not lost, but one with his two first Civ picks, which are now gone. Frost also losing the Slavs though, so only having the Celts as one of the first 2 or 3 picks, let's say. But, I'm still struggling to see the Dravidians win here, but I also am struggling to see the Byzantines or Lithuanians win here. So we'll see.
What did I do there? Out of habit, by the way, giving all the points to Frost. It's 2-2. It's not 3-0. I guess I wasn't believing either.
It's like yesterday when Favorite was leading 2-0.
I need to give the Berbers their win over the Japanese as well. Now it's correct. Yeah, Rodney might be just captain himself as a 2-times champion. That would make sense as well. It's Andy winning his home maps, Hyper Random and Sunburn, but it's the map that Frost selected for this one. And we have a 2-2 score, and we're nearing the 70 viewers. Let's go, guys. And we're going to Runestones next.
Runestones, okay, they're already loading in. So quick prediction, then I will go to the bathroom. I will say, oh, it's really a tough one again. Runestones. I'm just gonna say, Koreans. No, I'm gonna say Celts against Bulgarians.
All right, I think I'm going with Georgians versus Koreans.
Oh, then you get a point, and I get to go to the bathroom quickly. So you go ahead. I'll be right back.
All right, see you in a minute. Should I pause and wait for you? I haven't loaded in yet. Oh, I guess you can't hear me anymore. Ooh, Koreans versus Byzantines. I think we're gonna start on normal speed and we can sync up with Zayu when he's back. Andy on the Byzantines. It is 2-2 score, all tied up. Byzantines versus Koreans, I think, is a hard one for the Byzantines, however. Let's see, maybe he can make something work here. Maybe we might see skirms again. War wagons, though, should be hard to counter for the Byzantines. Byzantines in Deathmatch typically losing to cavalry units. And, well, war wagons are one. And the rocket cards can be really strong as well. Nice corridor between the players. Yeah, we have a close generation. I think that's also something that the Koreans like. Somehow the gambling stopped after the third place match, I feel like, but I'm gonna focus on the game state here. If we have mods that want to do the Gamba, I think some people would be happy. And we have 14 barracks by Frost, as well as 5 siege workshops. So we're going for giant halberdier champion mass here, I guess. Byzantines are making their champions. Not going for trash, because, well, Habs wouldn't make sense against Koreans. No early damage has been found. Please fight in this flat arena, yeah. Players will probably refuse that though and look for some hills, as Andy looks for a forward castle and doesn't want to fight in the flat arena. He wants to fight from this hill to the left side of Frost's base. We saw Andy being very good at taking early map control on Runestones against Favorite. And he's looking to do the same here. Frost, as always, not too interested in map control, interested in a compact and very safe base, and then a big army, and Koreans is the perfect civilization for that. First engagement's coming in the middle. Halberdier, war wagon, rocket card composition, as is expected. No fire lancers. Frost does play RM, but not that much Empire Wars, I guess. I like the Halberdiers better here anyways, especially against the Cataphracts, who I think counter the Fire Lancer really well, but Halberdiers have enough bonus damage that they still trade okay. Lots of rocket cards, classic Frost. We're microing this one army with the rocket cards, with the heavy meat shield, and with the war wagon. Andy trying to avoid that, trying to flank. One villager forward castle is going up. Frost not going in that area. Cataphracts trying to go in. I will pause at 6:30 straight for you to meet me.
Yes, I'm there.
3, 2, 1, go. Big fight in the middle, surround about on the death ball. Some rocket cards survive though. Andy's taking it down. It's looking good for Andy. Can he stop Koreans? Can he stop Frost Koreans?
The Cataphract's doing quite a good job. I was surprised that the Camels did something. And I mean, Frost is still looking better, no?
Yeah, that looked like a good clear up for a second, but here comes the second wave of Frost 9 with the war wagons, with the rocket cards. I mean, I would heavily favor Koreans here. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Byzantine can't do much, but now the actual Cataphract's going into the traps. Yeah. I expected that to go way better for Andy.
Well, he gets out with the Cataphracts alive at least. Onagers, Bombard Cat and Skirmishers. We're seeing what sticks. The AI army is on the field for FreakinAndy, and that is a testament to the Byzantines not offering the greatest option for him here. Oh, don't stack patrol against rocket cards! Are you crazy? Classic overstand ground patrolling against the unit that punishes it really, really hard.
Bit sad to see him losing his army here, because his eco setup is looking quite nice for Andy. He already has way more villagers out than Frost has, who arguably is quite struggling with his resources now. Only the last units are out in production, but the death ball is still looking very strong here.
He didn't miss the full set yet, Amzeo, but it looks like it will be a 3-2 for Frost. And yeah, that eco situation thing, that's what I expected in many games in this series. I guess the maps didn't really bring us there yet. But Andy always doing the super quick eco and Frost punishing it with like a big death ball and not caring about his own eco that much. And then Andy has a lot of pop in villagers, while Frost has a lot of pop in military. And military wins games. That's something that doesn't surprise me to see it on runestones at least, where like pure style clash here of the two players. And Frost historically has kind of the style that counters Andy in these situations, by what I just said.
Yeah. And Frost is still, after these fights at 12 minutes, still pop capped at 130 military, which is really high. So, yeah, I'm surprised Andy hasn't tapped out yet. He's adding, or he's massing some Cataphracts, or at least he's trying to, maybe for one final engagement.
It's best of 7, Amzeo. There's more to come.
Yeah, but not really any raids or so. Frost even adding a castle at the back and between his wood lines to have more protection there.
No food eco. Frost not moving any. This is a classic Frost space for the death ball. Everything is in kind of one screen. Nothing can be attacked, and everything is under casts, I guess, besides the new TC though. The Cataphracts have escaped to the left, and he's trying to reboom, but he is losing his base hard. Custom Luke, welcome to the Grand Finals.
The push is not that quick, and he's repairing. Traps taking a while to clear the castles here in space, the Byzantine buildings after all. But yeah, I'm struggling to see a way here for him to get back. I mean, left hand side even he's trying to push now, raiding with a couple of Cataphracts in Frost space. But oh no, the Cataphracts come to the traps.
We'll make that happen. Slow down the push. But he shouldn't lose all the Cataphracts. The Hussite wagons, no, the war wagons are the real big issue. I don't like losing all the katas. I think the early trip snipes were good, and then you retreat. I also don't know what you retreat to.
Yeah. It's okay though, in a way. It's a bit too late because he doesn't have the castle there up anymore, so his eco to the top is now completely unprotected and can be raided by the war wagons even. Frost now with the castle at Andy starting to see. interesting choice. I would have placed it next to the gold, I think. The gold and stone and wood there.
Yeah, but this is
okay.
establishing more dominance if you put it right next to the stable and the range.
Yeah. That is true. Left hand side push with that 1 trap and 3 cataphracts being stopped.
Oh, 1 trap
Okay,
is
then
still
more
alive under the
cataphracts there.
TC. Oh, villagers! 1 villager? More villagers?
I mean, and he killed a castle
Trap
there, I
box
think,
down.
no?
And
Was
some
it a castle?
structure.
Or was it a siege workshop?
It looked like a castle to me, but I don't want to go back for it.
Okay.
Forward castle's up on the monastery as well.
Okay, on the
That's 4
monastery
relics
good, though.
actually there for Andy. Yeah, that's why you built the castle on the monasteries instead of on the main gold. Main gold would be TC'd.
Maybe, yes. Or maybe he didn't think about it and just placed it somewhere forward. Some cataphracts coming in again. And cataphracts are pretty good units here still, but also very costly. And Andy doesn't really have the eco for it. Really struggling on food and gold. Down to 100. I mean, still at 150 pop, I should say. It's quite impressive. Building castle back there.
With the monks,
Not
Jeff,
sure
yeah.
that's
This
good
looks so
position.
funny.
I know he's calling it.
That's GG. Yeah, I think Koreans should, with Frost especially handling them, should be super hard to stop. Honestly, the game was closer than I would have expected for the combo of Frost and Koreans against the Civ that isn't really great against it.
Yeah, but I think what you can try, and maybe what you also need to do, is something that Keller does very well. You have to just retreat, don't really take the fight early on, and just mass 100 cataphracts. And then come from 3 angles. And then I think you can clear out the entire army while having 50 cataphracts still alive. Then heal them up, maybe, and go for your own push or go for map control. So because once you've cleared the initial push from Koreans, that is so dangerous, then I think you're in a quite decent position here with the mobility of Byzantines.
Really good analysis and way to deal with that. Glad to have you, Mr. Za to the U. Give him a follow. He is linked in the title.
Oh, you linked my Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm streaming
correctly.
very regularly on that. Regularly meaning as regularly once a year or so.
Yeah, and then next time they it's not cluttering your live list then, right? If it doesn't stream, so it's basically completely free follow.
That's true. Okay, back to the drawing board.
We're going
so
to Fez.
3-2. Fez. Okay, now it's gotta be Dravidians. It's gotta be. I mean, maybe Portuguese? No, it's gotta be Dravidians, right? Dravidians and then Lithuanians. But Lithuanians really? You want to not play Georgians or Bulgarians? Nah, it's gotta be Georgians then.
It's Georgians versus Dravidians.
Yeah, I would also say that. Is it okay to have the same prediction here?
It's fine, yeah.
Okay.
I'll allow it for once.
Then,
just so you did such a good analysis of the last game.
Oh, thank you so much. Georgian champs, yeah, maybe.
Ha! If we agree, we're doing it.
Nice. Maybe we should agree more often. I mean, I think we agree at almost everything except for Civ picks. But
yeah.
Okay, I'm at 10 seconds now. Yes, I'm paused.
3, 2, 1, go. Frost with Lucky Kham's favorite civilization, the Dravidians, towards the top of the map. FreakinAndy on the 70% win rate Civ. Georgians towards the right side. Andy getting the two Civs in this set who had the most success in Tarnished Deathmatch Season 6. He already won with the best TDM 6 Civ, the Berbers, and now he's on the second best win rate in the tournament. It is the Georgians.
Yeah, interesting to see what players will go for here. Frost going for an early 9 archery ranges, so elephant spam is going to be real. I'm going to tell you that much. And for Andy, it's going to be archery ranges as well. He's going into early CA, which I don't mind too much, but I will be interested to see how Andy's game plan is from here. Probably going for some siege workshops, yeah, as he's doing right now. Actually, quite a lot of siege workshops with Onagers, and then adding some helps. And later on, he might be in a quite nice position with the mobility of Georgians. So yeah.
Interesting castle placements for Andy. He's placing one at the hill to the north of the like flat fish land here on Fest, and one very forward onto Frost's side on the gold side, so to deny Frost from gold, and that one to set up maybe some attacks on the woodlines.
Interesting. So the one to the north, I mean, there's an even bigger hill on Frost's side, which can be used to trap down that castle, so maybe not the best position, but I can see that he wants to get control over this wood area. While the gold area, largely okay, sorry, you meant that castle to the left. Yeah, I didn't see that. Orange is hard to see on that part of the map. But yeah,
That's what Togar
very
would say.
aggressive castle here on the left.
Frost has a kind of fish border in front of his base. I think that's what Amzeo means. I think overall the fish amount doesn't play much of a role. Nobody really goes for the fish somehow. Hamza did, I did a bit, but most people don't go for it.
Yeah.
And we have gold in the south, fish in the middle, wood then, and stone and relics up top. So that's how Fez works. Which is Maghreb with TCs. That's why it's called Fez. Because that was the historic capital.
You're the man for the history. And Frost not really getting up to the population he wants to have, I think. Cav archers from Andy still being annoying in the back, snapping some villagers, but Frost has moved all his villagers to the front here, I think. Or at least most of them. Some are still gathered
building that castle, and he's trying to dive the SO and snipe the villagers. That get 5 will kills overall, and has the onagers forward already, so that's like, I don't know, 75% of the map controlled by FreakinAndy?
Yeah, he's doing a good job of keeping the numbers low here, so that Frost doesn't get his elephant numbers up. But slowly but surely he will, I think, and once he gets those up, I think Frost will just go for a slow push through the center, as he's still messing up units, but Andy is still with the military advantage here, already trapping down that one castle in the middle. Still annoying with his Cav archers, like he's sending another group of 17 down the top there to deny any eco advancement that Frost could do. But if I know Frost, he will just do his eco advancement to the front and get all those box turtles.
Obviously, match point game here for Frost. If he wins this, he is the TDM 6 champion and retains his crown. But Andy has good control, and if Andy wins this, it will be the first TDM final that goes all the way to a game number 7.
Yeah, really impressive.
must now have it is dodging.
He's really controlling this game very well. Has all the onagers in the middle to stop any messing up that Frost can do. Very nicely sniping onto the onagers with that siege engineers, of course, helping out massively. And Frost struggling a bit to get up to numbers still, while Andy's having all the control over the gold at the south. So Frost, if he doesn't get this push going very soon, he will struggle a lot.
He has no gold access in the south at all, no stone access in the north. Nobody has really expanded to the north yet, but he does have the military lead now at 70 to 42, and Andy is retreating his army. How is Andy's eco looking behind this? Well, some on wood, some on gold. He's adding farms on the gold area to the south, probably the safest area, far away from Frost's push.
Yeah, now Frost does have his elephant archers. He very nicely. Frost is housed, yeah, because he didn't build anything at the back because he was being denied there all the time by the Cav archers. He does manage to get up some houses to the front though now, and I would expect him, as I said, to add some TCs in the middle of the map to just get the food eco.
Naspa raid coming in at the back. He is on Shorefish, actually. 3 villagers on Shorefish there. Could fall to the Naspa, will fall to the Naspa. Frost punished for trying to fish. One more villagers could fall in the north. Elephant archers trying to secure that. At the same time, big elephant archer march forward. But the defensive siege archers are still in place for Andy. And Andy just needs to delay and survive this one push here.
Yeah, there are no traps by Frost. Only 14 bombard cannons. 14 bombard cannons. Quite
Start the game already and shoot. We saw in the third place match, once 15 Portuguese bombard cannons were reached, the opponent resigned. So Mars bombard cannons did well today.
Yeah, and the elephants just taking the castle fire here at the front. They of course are regenerating their HP, and Frost very nicely split the map during that one important fight in the middle, so he didn't lose too many. He was still able to get to that crucial mass of, oh no, it's only 37 here at the front, but some of them were at the back defending, now also coming to the front. And Andy now struggling a little bit, but I think this might go quite long here. Even though if Andy loses his space or part of his space, push is not super strong here or not super fast here for Frost. And Andy might be able to get up some push of his own from the south, as we see 9 traps moving forward through from the south. So this might be a little bit of a base trade.
Dogs added, yeah, Frost is adding dogs. Andy, that's just churches, he's getting relics. Push in the middle, kills a castle. Andy's push on the side. Also kill the castle? There it is.
Yeah, this is not the Japanese push that we've seen from Hazy, for example. It's gonna be a bit slower. I mean, still quite a lot of bomber cannons. Now all the units moving forward from Andy. His siege honor just trying to snipe the siege, I think, or the onagers. I don't know if I like this move. He lost quite a bit of his onagers here.
The onagers don't really have meat shield. Maybe some champions?
Okay, one more castle at the front going down for Frost.
And he cutting trees and cutting his own CA. Self-kill. There's another castle though. Traps will retreat now, and Frost's attention. Frost's elephant archers are scattered all of a sudden. Maybe some chances to jump on them, but Andy's army is scattered as well. Crazy, crazy game number 6 here. Andy's just moving forward with the trebuchets, all the while losing his base. Needs to add houses soon, because he's losing his houses. Elephant archers are raiding him on the right side. A lot going on here, but Andy has the gold. Control in the south.
Frost doesn't really have much of an eco, but he has at 110 villagers and taking a lot of villages just in the middle of the map without any protection, basically. So that would be some easy raids for Cav archers if Andy had any. But he's going for the Munaspa, which I don't mind. I think Munaspa in big numbers can be okay against elephants, but right now he's just losing them.
Andy will lose even the wood control here. We might get a wood versus gold game on Fez. Man, Fez is really delivering in these late stages of the tournament. Like the favorite Hazy game on it was insane, and we're looking at another fantastic Fez game in the finals.
Yeah, and now the push from Andy towards Frost's base on the left-hand side, while he converted a cannon galleon on the right-hand side that was threatening his monks, and now actually defended that for a second. Well, now the army Frost coming in there. Frost also has to do something about his base here, where traps are just killing his castles, coming in with the elephant archers, but elephant archers not able to deal with the trebuchets. So I wonder what unit he's going for to kill the trebuchets. Probably some siege onagers, but he's housed now actually at 190.
Munaspa jumping onto those siege onagers appear as well on the left side. Push, no, but Andy's shooting his own Munaspa! Andy just massive shot on the main of this Munaspa. Now he just killed his own army on the left. There's nothing to threaten it by Frost, but Andy killed his own.
This is so interesting though, because both players are over their max pop at this point. Can't really reproduce it all. Andy rushing down some houses now in the south, and Frost also rushing down some houses at the front, I would believe. Yes, indeed. Really interesting game.
I don't know how to cast this, but yeah, Andy's push is alive. It wasn't too detrimental with the self kills. But main TC of Frost is dead. The main TC of Andy is dead.
I mean, Frost's still looking strong though, right? He doesn't have much gold access. I think the gold to the north has expired. He's taking some neutral gold. I mean, kind of neutral gold.
There's some in Andy's base. Like Andy's forward gold is still there.
Yes,
all the gold on the top side is still there. Maybe that's enough. And there's no wood for Andy, right? Andy has
No,
all the
there's
gold
no
in the
wood.
south, but he has 0 wood.
I mean, there are some stragglers in the south, and if he only goes for Munaspa, I think with all the gold and food access that he can have with farms and gold access in the south, he can actually just defend the south and be able to push from there. Well, gold will be a problem for Frost in the long term.
Fighting over relics as well. All the monks go down on the water for Frost. There is a church rush. Deathmatch church rush by Andy for control on the right side. It's villagers in churches with a view card in a church. What is this game?
Relic situation 4-3 now. So Andy having the 3 from the bottom, while Frost has 4 on the top. But obviously Frost will now just get all the 4 relics that are still available for grabs on the right-hand side. And also the gold and stone there. So right now, gold still okay for Frost, as we see some nice honor shots here from Frost. The trap's just moving in without... Okay, I'm gonna spot on the right-hand side, but not much for protection. And Frost now struggling a bit to get his army up.
Munaspa
Or in
clears some
position.
siege onagers there. Andy looking to snipe the castle here in Frost space, moving towards the wood, moving towards the center of the economy of Frost 9. Here comes Frost's army, but it's a bit out of position. Takes a while. Castle goes down. And I think Andy can probably save like 4 of those trebuchets.
Yeah, maybe 3, I would think. 1 really low HP should also fall. Yes, looks like 3, although the army is still chasing there.
I didn't think Andy's army would run in. I thought the enemy would.
No.
Oh, but he might get the bombard
raids.
cannons. He's exactly where the bombard cannons are. He could snipe the 5 bombard cannons. 5 bombard cannons would trap the wood and the gold. That's a lot of gold
my
value
God.
for Frost that he can't reproduce that easily with no gold control. The bombard cannons are all dead.
Frost down to 80 villagers now as well, and the raid is still continuing. And there's no protection on the right-hand side as well. I mean, 1 castle, okay, but in the middle of the map, also only 1 castle. So if Andy manages to bring back his traps all the way around to the right-hand side now, because Frost's army is on the left-hand side, he may be able to push in from the right-hand side again.
Traps are stuck on the left-hand side though, and Frost is looking to push the gold with 1 trebuchet though. That will take forever. Georgian repair builds at work too, so cheaper to repair also helps against this. More trebuchets now coming from Frost, pushing
And Andy's
into the middle
back
of
on
the
the
gold.
wood. Andy's back on the wood. Look at the right-hand side.
Oh, sneaky! I mean, Frost can see it, but it's still sneaky! You don't notice it, it's a TDM game, they're fighting in 15 million spots at the same time!
Oh, this is really a good fast game. Haven't seen a good fast game like this.
I mean, they're exactly playing like that's what we envisioned with the map, right? The gold side, the wood side, where do you go, what do you prioritize? And they're really making decisions around that in this game.
Yeah, exactly. And now Frost trapping down one of Andy's castle. Andy can repair cheaper here, but only 4 villagers is not enough to keep that castle alive. 3 traps now firing at the next castle there. And Andy really has to keep these castles alive to be able to still mine that gold here, because Frost is super hungry for that gold. He will jump on that immediately once he has access, but...
Andy going for a castle onto the wood line. There's an onager by Frost. Will he cut the wood? Will he deny the castle? Will he kill the church? He's killing vills and
he's killing the
denying
villagers.
the wood.
Well, killed all the villagers. Now 2 siege onagers should be able to deal with that castle, so yeah.
And those traps are there, and he loses the wood control. What's happening on
Right-hand
the
side,
push onto the
left
gold?
side. Well, there was a fight. Frost now adding 1 more castle to establish his position there. Andy already sieging up his traps, but Andy needs more villagers on that castle. Only repairing with 7 or so, and that will not be enough against 3 traps. And he's not doing so.
Will kill Frost Castle though. I think Frost Castle falls here. Frost Castle
indeed.
falls first. There was 3 traps behind. The wood choppers should probably become repairers, but Andy also needs the wood desperately. Siege onagers looking to find some shots into the elephant archers. It's a bit more of a battle in one spot right now. I think Frost likes that. Frost kind of, as being Frost, always likes that.
Now the army looks better for Andy here, I would say. Not that many elephants alive, only like 10 or so. And Frost really cannot reproduce it without the gold. He has 500 gold, okay, can make maybe 10 more, but then it should be really difficult for him. And now the Monaspa are
Georgian
jumping the
Repairers
armies.
OP,
Most
the
of the
castle is
halberdiers.
still up, the trebuchets could not fall, the Monaspa are jumping.
Still keeps the
Archers are so
elephants
strong
mostly
though.
alive. Yeah. Okay, some
Traps
elephants
not
did
firing.
fall, but mostly only the Monaspa died. The traps against traps now. Typical RM
Without the
war.
repair will it would die. Without the repair will it would die. The repair will is a hero. And these traps with no aim. I think some
So much
champions
micro
would
going
really,
on here.
really helpful here for Andy. Like, the helps are getting so much value. Champions could also help to protect the ESO. The ESO are always so exposed here. Finally
Right-hand
kill
side
the
though,
trap.
Frost has that position, and Andy has only 13 on wood, kind of taking the stragglers in the middle, but the stragglers are basically gone now. So Andy doesn't really have wood access now anymore.
Acacia trees at
Where
least
Frost doesn't have
150
gold
on.
access. I mean,
Yeah.
no, okay, Frost does have gold
Frost
access.
does
He
have
has
some gold
a lot of
access. He's
relics,
taking Andy's
and
gold.
yeah. Andy's taking Andy's gold, and this, I think, Andy cannot really defend this much longer. The traps just dying now to the halberdiers. All of Andy's traps going down.
Sniped
now,
one trap, Monaspa fighting the wrong fight. Now he's sniping the trebuchets. He's sniping. The traps are gone for both players. And he at least
a
keeps the
touchdown.
castle up.
Yeah, but this is not too bad for Frost still. He does still have gold, while Andy doesn't have wood. And wood is, as we saw, the more important resource, right?
Yeah. Everybody played this map so much for the gold. I was waiting until people start playing for the wood more. And here we go.
And there's still 2 relics at the right-hand side that Frost hasn't taken. I'm surprised by that.
Well, it was a chaotic game, but Frost is looking in the driver's seat now. The wood is better and he's completely out of wood. He has all the gold. He's selling wood. And he just sold wood? What? Why do people keep selling wood when they have no wood in this season?
He's panicking. He's panicking. He's at 150 population, only 25 army,
He wants
and he
Monaspa
doesn't
probably. I
have
think some champions. If
enough
Andy
units.
just added some champions into the mix in these stale fights, maybe that would have helped. It was a super close game. The Monaspa mobility was great. Like, there were a lot of reasons to go for the units that he went for. I think at some point adding some would have helped, but...
And now we have 2 siege elephant even by Frost, which are sieging at that top castle, and with that, soon gonna have access to the gold, and with that he should be able to finish off this game.
6 relics carrying hard. Frost now with a forward castle to secure the gold position. Siege elephants being boxed down by villagers to the top left of my screen. And here come the villagers to make the castle, to secure all the resources one wants in an absolute banger of a fast game. Frost is looking for the TDM crown, to keep it, to add another one, to have 6 in his home. And Andy gave him a really, really good battle here in this grand final and in this fast game.
And he making a last effort here, killing all the traps. I mean, he still has his 10 Monaspa alive there, but after that, I'm not so sure. He's trying to mess up some more, but down to 100.
We're using a church to deny the castle! Let's go! We're in RM! Churches don't deny castles in DM,
might
I
work.
think.
He's not. He's shooting the castle. He's shooting the castle. Once the castle gets up,
Oh,
it
he's
will
shooting
get
the
like...
elephants now.
Oh no! Fantastic shot by the siege
What?
manager.
Frost
But now
Frost
the
deleted
castle's
the
up.
wills? So the castle goes up regardless? What happened there? I think Frost wanted to
Yeah,
delete
there were
wills. Some
more
of them were
bullets.
idle from running around, and then he clicked all his idols and deleted.
And now
It looked like a
get
tilt
out of my-
delete,
get
but
out
it
of my
can't be.
game
He's winning.
farms. Yeah, the
And the
get out of my
GG.
game farms.
GG, congrats, Smiley is called. Frost9 is the TDM6 champion, but this was the best TDM final that we have had, and he brought it to 2-2. And the final game on Fez was an absolutely great game. Battles everywhere. We couldn't keep track. Monks being sniped, Bombards cannons being jumped. One player prioritizing gold, the other player prioritizing wood. this is, I mean, at least we can say this is the best deathmatch game of this year so far.
Yeah. Although I have to say that the previous game that we saw on what was it? On Trolls, for example, was pretty good, but also on Runestones was a really nice game last game. So yeah, but this game, yeah, I think this is really nice to see finally players competing for different kind of resources. Even though when they lose their base, they're still able to make it really close, almost winning it actually.
Yeah, Andy delayed the push a lot. And start looked good for Andy. He had all the map control. But then Frost got his army together. Kills Andy's base here. But Andy doesn't give up for losing his base. Instead, switches up the angle. Mounts a push from the south. Kills Frost's base in turn. Has all the gold control. At the same time, we fight cannon gains, bombard cannons on the water, converting cannon gains and everything. And then it transforms to one big fight over Frost accessing the gold. Frost ends up winning the fight and therefore the game. What a grand finals. GG's all around.
Oh, look at the resources collected. The gold
Players got
difference.
stats. Oh yeah, the stats are eco stats are gonna be very interesting.
Yeah, KD is really even. I mean, in terms of units. Buildings not, of course, since Frost cleared
Yeah.
entirety of Andy's base, which probably made a difference here, right? For Andy killed some of the castles in in Frost's base, but not all the buildings, and
Yeah. And the houses, and then you had to
Andy
rebuild
lost
all
everything.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at the eco stats. 26k wood to 12k wood. 24k wood lead for Frost. And then on the gold, we have 30k to 11k, so 20k gold lead for Andy. I guess food is relatively similar, and Frost got more stone because he at the top.
Yeah. But then at the same time, Georgians are cheaper in repairing, right? So some of that stone difference was negated through that, so easier for Andy to repair.
But
Fantastic
what
game.
a ride! What a ride, Zayu, huh? Well, what is your commentary to the finals before we get the champion in here?
Well, fantastic games, as you already said. You also won the prediction, I think, 4-2, you said?
Yes!
And you
Yeah, it's
also
4-2,
won.
exactly. And I had more assists right, I think, no?
Yes, exactly. You also had more. So with this, officially, I retire. No, I'm not retiring from co-casting. Who am I kidding? Of course not. Was
You finally
so
cast the
grateful.
TDM finals with me again, and just because I guessed things, I what you were want to retire after like skipping me for like what 3 finals in a row.
Oh, really? Oh, I thought
Yeah, I
I
think
did
if you
cast one
count
earlier.
CMOD finals as
I
well that I
mean,
asked you for, you said you couldn't come multiple times. I
yeah, I
think at
couldn't
least 3
come there.
times in a
That's
row.
true, true. Yeah, I'm really happy to be back. Fantastic games, fantastic final, fantastic players, and great games. So it was really fun.
I need to be back in a minute. Can you ask Frost to come?
Yes, of course. Yes, we do get. I mean, I hope we get a first interview. I asked him. Oh yeah, he's coming. I cannot drag him, so we got to wait for Otter. But yeah, any questions you guys have towards the winner, the 6-time winner of TDM? So what's the greatest player that we currently have and have had for the past, I don't know, 5 years or so. Been dominating everything. Please post your questions in the chat so we can forward them.
Forward! I'm back. I need to drag Frost, right?
Welcome back. Yes.
All right, let's get the man in here. Hello, Frost9. Can you hear us in Sweden?
Yes, I can hear you.
Congratulations, 6-time TDM champion.
Congratulations from me.
Thank you. Oh, Zayu, what's up?
What's up?
What's up?
What is up? How do you feel after this grand finals?
Feeling good. That was a hard set. Holy moly. Yeah, I feel good. That was really hard. You played very well today, Andy.
Was
Very
that
tough
the
player.
closest finals and hardest finals you've played in a while?
Yeah, yes, definitely. I would say so. Yeah.
We get some great questions from the chat, but I'll go with them later. That's okay.
Okay, you remember the chat questions, Zayu, so we asked them after we go through the games.
Yes. So when do you think you will drop your first finals? Will that ever happen, or will that not happen?
At some point it will happen, but I hope it's still far away, right?
Yeah,
But
you're
it
looking
was
very
quite close
strong.
today. It was
Yeah,
quite close today.
it feels like a little bit though that the maps or the maps that you lost were a bit unlucky in terms of civilizations, but we can talk over that in the in the games.
Zayu preparing the excuses for the interview champion already. What is this? That's not the
So
Otter stream style. We roast people. We even roast. I mean, it's hard to roast Frost. So I'm happy he finally lost some games. So it's super. I can never roast him normally. There isn't much to roast here either. Eddie just played great, but you know. Let's start with the drafts, maybe, right? Did you feel good about your draft? Your picks didn't really say you felt great about your draft because you started with your late picks and were afraid to play the Celts.
I was quite happy actually with my draft. I wanted to save my best saves for later in case I started losing, and that eventually happened. So then
Are you always doing that?
yeah, like I want to start out with like the worst saves, and yeah, I kept going from there.
The funny part was in game before we knew the map for game 3, Frost was saying how you would play Japanese now in the order. Andy was saying but Zayu was saying that, goddammit. Or it was Dravidians or something, but Zayu was going off the order that you go back to front, and then he changed the Civ prediction once he knew the map, and then you were playing Japanese.
Yeah, for hyper random, yeah. Yeah, that was unfortunate with the map generation, but it can happen, right? So it's okay.
Yeah. You want
We
to
got
go
to see
over the maps?
Stonewalls. That was nice. Then we can go over the maps.
Yeah, let's do that. Take us away, Zayu.
All right, so we had immersion for the first game, and that was a stomp. I mean, that was the only game I think that was not even close at all. So we were expecting, I think, Chinese there maybe, but I mean, Andy went for away again, which he did in the last set as well. And you went for Burmese. So did you expect away? Andy, I mean, he started with the Cav archers who fought your elephants instead of sniping some villagers or so. He had the earlier dogs, but he couldn't do anything with it. You just overran him. Do you have any idea what he could have done better there, maybe, or do you think it's just a super hard Civ win?
Maybe he could have made barracks earlier, perhaps. But I was thinking he would go Berbers or something like that, something fast that would get the pond in the middle.
Oh,
So
okay. So you didn't expect the way that he had picked
No.
in the last set.
No,
Okay.
no. And then I thought like, okay, if I go Portuguese, I'm just gonna die in my base. So I might as well just go Burmese, and then I can go all in and maybe take him down. But yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was a
what
little
Andy
bit of
was
a gamble.
hoping for a bet, right? With the way pick to go against Britons and Portuguese there again, like it happened with favorite.
Yeah, you just
And
get stuck in your base then.
yeah, exactly. That's what happened to favorite. But yeah, the rider opening was a bit odd. So and
I think
the
he committed a little bit too
Lutrans
much
didn't
to it.
scare you.
Yeah, he committed a little bit too much to those riders, and he didn't really get up enough dogs in the middle, so I could just overrun him.
No. Yeah, not much
Yeah,
to
maybe he
discuss
just
in game
wanted
one,
to
I
warm
think.
up there as well. He played a little bit on when we thought it's completely over, probably to warm up. But I think that was the most dominant game, and but then it got really interesting on the next map. So, any more questions for game one? I think it's not that
No,
much to
it's
say.
very clear cut. I think we can go to game two.
Yeah, so game two was on Scholz, if I remember correctly. So you played the Britons against his Chinese, probably what you expected, I think. And this was pretty close game. He had the water control for a long time, and you just made demos the entire game, kept him on the water, kept him from killing all your dogs. And how did you feel about this game in general?
I was very close to resigning after like, I don't know, 6 minutes, because I felt I was like stuck almost in my base. I couldn't get any docks, and he had ships everywhere. So I was very close to resigning there, but I just kept spamming demos and tried to expand to the left side to get the gold, and eventually that worked quite well. So
There was a
yeah,
very
it was a
interesting moment that I want to ask about because he had an interesting strategy. He went full water and then he went very quickly to the gold on the right side. You then expanded to the gold on the left, and you got that because he wasn't there. And then you had like a raiding party of halberdiers and longbows going into
yeah.
his base. And what went through your head once you arrived at the back of his base?
I was looking for his lumbers, and there was nothing there. I was like, oh
Yeah.
shit! Like, is he fully committed to army, or like where is he? But then I understood he was to the right side, but I didn't think he had everything there. I thought he had lumbers at least behind his base. So yeah, I was a little bit surprised with that.
That was super funny when you tried to raid his wood eco and then, where's the wood? There's no wood eco. Debated.
Yeah, I was just wasting pop back there for nothing. That was interesting.
Would you have resigned if Andy went to the left-hand side as well earlier? So getting like one or two castles up on the left when you didn't have the chance to make your own TCs and castles there?
Probably, yeah, I think so. I
Okay,
would have
so
lost so much time to
yeah,
get to that gold. Yeah, I think
yeah,
I
you
would have
don't really
resigned
have
that.
much gold in the beginning, and demos are quite costly on that gold.
Yeah, and he was very good with the microing. He didn't take that much damage from all the
Yeah,
demos.
Yeah,
it
he
was
defended
very
them was great for a long time. Like for 20 minutes
yeah.
or so, he took favorable trades until finally you got to clear the lead eventually.
Yeah, yeah, he did a really good job there. It was tough.
How would you say you came back into the game?
I think he probably ran out of something, because it felt like he didn't pressure me as much. Like, I don't know, 15 minutes into the game as he did the first 10 minutes. So somewhere there, I think it felt like I could maybe turn it back and make a comeback. Then he started pressuring me on land on the right side. So then I just like countered that and just slowly pushed him back into his gold. And I think that won the game eventually.
Yeah, I think he was a bit late on the wood. It's quite low on wood early on.
Okay, okay.
But
And
then
yeah,
he was super high on
he
wood. He had 80 on wood then later. So maybe it
yeah,
was
yeah,
just
but after
overbooming
that,
or
yes,
too
but
much water
earlier
invested.
even. Maybe
I
he
think he
was
had,
overcooked as well.
yeah, he had like 170 villagers, I think,
Yeah,
at
he did.
peak.
If Andy loses
So
a
yeah,
position,
maybe
it's
too many
usually
villas.
because of overbooming. So I'm just grasping for that. But it wasn't super clear in this game.
That was he played really well though. Like, I think 9 out of 10 games he wins that. And I was lucky this time.
Said it too,
Well,
Maxi. We're gonna get to chat questions as well, but do you have more about trolls, Zayu, or do we move on?
I just think that he didn't manage to clear all your docks. I think he went for your castles, where he could have gone for your docks instead. So you lost two castles, I think, in your base, where he could have gone for your docks in the first place, and then he would have had a much easier time staying on the water and focusing more on land, which is not that great for Chinese, but I think at least with the Rams and champions and Chukunus, you can do well against Britons
Yeah,
if you have the water control.
yeah, he should have taken out all the docks. I mean, he kind of tried, but I guess they kept rebuilding.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, no more questions for me.
Then let's
can
move
go to
on
game
to
3.
game number 3, which was hyper random. Yeah,
Hyper-random.
that was the stone walls. Do you like fortified walls, Frost?
Yeah, I do.
You
I
seemed
like it.
happy when you saw the map chat, and we were like, "Oh, but that's the perfect map chat for Andy." How was Frost so happy about the walls?
I felt it felt kind of hopeless once I saw like all the water and stuff. I knew I would be stuck in my I don't know, my area. Yeah, I couldn't do anything there. I think it was too
You didn't
far.
contest. You didn't contest water at all. So Rodney asked in the chat as well why you didn't go for the water. Did you just react too late, or did you just think it was hopeless to go for the water with Japanese?
I think it was hopeless, to be honest.
Okay.
So I didn't bother. I mean, I think I tried to make like 2 docks and then he just sniped it immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe I should have tried immediately like he did, but I didn't think that far. It was faster there.
You had some really
Yeah,
nice quick walls with houses against your William the Conqueror. It was William the Conqueror.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he had like already 2 docks up or something. That was crazy. It was very fast.
Then against the
Yeah.
fleet, right? You probably couldn't do anything, right? Or did you have an idea that you didn't get to execute on how to turn it around?
No, I didn't really have any plan to counter that. It was more like I hope he makes some magical mistake or something. That didn't happen.
No mistakes were made. Maybe some mistakes were made on Sunburn, though. And
Oh boy.
I want to start with a question that's a bit more general. How important do you think treadmill crane is on Sunburn?
It looked quite important, to be honest. It didn't matter I was slow, man. Like, it was too slow. Like, holy shit.
I tested slabs on that map. I determined they're too slow, and you really need treadmill crane. And me and Maida also talked about that slabs are too slow.
Yeah, I was really regretting that I didn't pick Koreans, but he probably would have beaten me anyway. He was like everywhere. It was crazy.
Koreans feel a little bit faster, but at the same time, their infantry is not that strong, lacking some of those upgrades. Or you also need to build the houses. So Slavs are good because you didn't need the houses, right? And then
Yeah.
if you go for the castle start, so I said a little bit, I mean, you like your early castle, right? But at the same time, it costs you so much time to defend against his CA in the beginning. You, I think, even lost 1 or 2 villagers, and then once you got that castle up, yes, you could produce some units, but you also could only produce units then from that castle, and I think 3 or so other buildings, while Andy had no castle, but like a lot of military buildings to pump out the CA, what else did he go for? I don't remember. But the CA, which kept you at bay for the entire game. So
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
questioning if that
do
cast is
CA
really important in every game.
Yeah, I think CA was like the key there. If he didn't have HJ, I could have done something, but like he was on me all the time, like microing. I had to like garrison my villagers, and I lost some villagers. I don't think I got over like 40 pop.
But Zayu's
during the
question was
entire
if
game.
the chicken castle can be a mistake, right?
Oh, well, I think I had to do it because without it, I would have died earlier. I think.
So
I
just
would
going
have
pure
had like 0
barracks with
villagers.
halberdiers wouldn't have worked.
No, because I think at some point you need to add siege workshops and stuff. Like he's just gonna hit and run, which he's very good at.
What if you clump with siege workshops and barracks? And one slow castle, perhaps, with 1 or 2 villages.
I don't think it will work. I think Slavs is too slow.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna take a good position, fairly close to on a hill or something, and then he will start trebbing, and then you have to push out, try to get that treb or whatever, and it's already too late. I think.
I
It's
have
so good
another
with
question
cannon
about
microing.
I have a question about the micro. Yeah, exactly. I said I would have played champions with Saracens, but he obviously went a lot of CA, and obviously Andy's micro is like superior to almost everybody besides you in DM. And yeah, it looked like. Okay, my question is: do CA counter siege rangers?
I think it's small numbers when there's like smaller numbers of onagers. Yes, I would say so. But if you have like 5, it starts to become really risky trying to micro against them. Like in small numbers of SO, yeah. I think they can really counter them if you just micro a lot. Like I have to guess where he will like stop and shoot and stuff. It's like a guessing game. It's very hard. He played it perfectly, I think.
Yeah, definitely super
I think
strong
so,
game
too.
by Andy. Do you have more questions, Zayu?
No, not really. Chat has a lot
And
of questions, but not to that game. I'll say that
you,
at the end, so you can go ahead for the next games and ask more questions, and I'll go with the super chat question.
you're noting down all the stupid chat questions. We're looking forward to asking them, guys. Don't go anywhere. We will ask all of them. But we have to talk about Koreans versus Byzantines. And first question is Sivwin?
Yes. I think so.
And
Like the war wagons are so strong.
Zayu had a theory on how Byzantines can win it. Maybe you want to repeat it, Zayu, and ask Frost if he thinks that's the way.
Yes, I'm not sure about winning, maybe, but I thought about so Keller. I have seen Keller doing that sometimes. That, for example, he's not really fighting too much in the beginning, trying to fight as few as well, not that much as I mean, if possible, and then just let half of his base die, and then just gather like 100 cataphracts, and come from like 3 sides with them, trying to kill all your army, and then completely destroy it, and then maybe you have like 50 cataphracts still alive that you can heal up, and then take it to a long game where you would be preferred with Byzantines. Do you think that can work, or do you lose your base too fast?
No, I think especially with how it generated, I think you could maybe try that, but like you need an economy behind it when you do that. That's like
Yeah, but I mean,
around
you
the
will
whole
have
map.
that economy, I think, right? Because you lose your front gold and your main gold maybe, but then you can just have all your economy at the sides where you are not pushing because you had your 1 death ball, and the position where you had your death ball was also completely open. There was no wood line whatsoever, so you come from 10 different sides if you want with the cataphracts.
Yeah, I was very exposed there, but I really try to aim for all his gold. Like I try to focus on that because that's like his only source of making cataphracts.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Other than that, I don't
it
think
could work, I guess.
there is a chance because there's no unit really that does anything against Koreans, especially without siege engineers.
Yeah, the wagons are strong as long as you keep them alive.
Yeah.
In big numbers.
Wagons are strong. Fez was a strong map because that was a great Fez game. Holy shit.
It was a fantastic game.
Oh boy.
Good job, man.
Getting late.
That's a good one.
You go ahead, Otter, with the questions for this one.
Okay, I'm gonna start with Sao's question because it's towards the game. Question for Frost: is Dravidian good? Was Zhao right?
Yes. I think Dravidian is quite good. Yes.
And
He also
how do you
said
feel about the matchup though? Dravidians, Georgians, like was that what you expected? What went through your head as a plan? Because obviously we had pretty different approaches to the map and to which objectives you went for there.
Like I saw my civs and I knew like he would use mobility against me, so I didn't want to risk playing Celts and lose with it. Just save it for Serengeti in case that happens. So I went with Dravidians, and yeah, I was just going for like a big death ball towards his base. That was my plan at least before the game. But like he stalled me so long in my base, and like he just kept sniping. I had to chase his cav archers. Lost so much time. Like holy shit. I was really
Yeah,
really tough.
he played that. He played that so well in the beginning to keep you down that I thought he might be able to stop the push entirely, which he didn't. But then at least he was able to dominate the entire south of the map with all the gold. And at that point, I thought like, okay, maybe now with Monaspa spam, in mobility, he can keep you down a lot. Maybe he didn't raid enough. Like you were really exposed to the front with all the wood and food villages. Maybe he could have raided there a bit more to keep you down. But it's of course hard when you are pushing him so heavily.
Yeah, so much going on and stuff. But yeah, if he had sent in a few units here and there, it would have been even more of a mess for me at least.
So what's your thought about the map? How important is the gold? How important is the wood? On what factors does it depend? What is the win con? Because at the start of the season, we saw almost everybody just playing siege battles in the gold. Then in the middle of the season, we saw a lot of mobility civs played, like Magias Tatars on the map. In between, we saw some elephant all-ins, and now we had kind of the wood versus gold game here.
I think if you have like a gold unit that you can keep alive for a long time, like elephant archers, I don't think that gold is super important as for like I don't know a Monaspa. Like Monaspa will die. Like you will not keep that unit alive for like 5 minutes. That's not happening. So I think like Civ as Dravidians, they don't really need that gold immediately at least. Like they can chop away all of that I don't know 3 tile gold that's along the shoreline, and you can get away with that for quite a while at least. So yeah, some civs can do that, but I think most civs need that gold in the south for sure.
All right.
That's my
Zayu.
take on it at least.
Yeah, good answer. Great answer.
Yeah, were you
Zayu?
worried at any point in that game that you could lose it? I mean, let's say after the start when you were pushing his base, did you think you won it, or did you think he could come back from the south?
No. I like even when I took his base, I knew like he still has all the gold in the south, and even if there's not that much wood, like there is still some trees down there he can still chop away on, and maybe even buy wood if it's really critical. So
Okay.
no, I didn't really feel comfortable even if I took out his whole base.
You talked
I see,
about
yeah.
the gold units to keep alive, right? I'm looking at the state of the game at the end right now, and you have 10 elephant archers left.
Yeah. I tried to make new ones, but I didn't really have that much gold. So I think
How important were the relics? You have 6 to 3 relics, like at the end of the game. You collected 6 from the north, you forgot 2. But the
He was
relic count is
collecting them
actually
right at the end.
even. Yeah. So
yeah, I think I took some relics from his side. I was very slow with taking relics, and as you say, I missed 2 relics or 1 relic or whatever.
well, one's on the
Yeah,
way,
you
I
missed
guess.
you missed 2. One was on the way at the end, so probably you were just collecting those. But yeah,
Yeah, I completely missed it. I don't know. Too much was happening.
Understandable. Did you notice that he converted your Canongay to stall your north push for a bit?
Yes. So I had to make like a fire ship, and then he microed his cannon getting back to a castle or whatever, and
Okay, maybe we
so
should
annoying.
rewatch that whole sequence. You couldn't concentrate there because there was so much else going on. Where is that? Okay, we can do it after the interview, I guess. I want to rewatch that sequence, but I don't want to hold up the interview for too long.
probably like 30 minutes or so in. Yeah, so yeah, I don't
Great game
really have
6
any more
though, right?
questions about that game,
Perfect
but it
end
was
to the series.
exactly, it was a really great last game.
Yeah, that
All
was
right.
something else.
Before we come to the like concluding questions, let's do the chat questions. You take us to the fun part.
Yes, there we go.
Oh boy.
First question: do we get a Frost interview? I think we got a Frost interview, and we're still having one. Yes, so I can answer that one.
Yes.
Then fantastic question by DJ Subsun. How many or how much? I guess how many should be the question. Hot dogs I need to eat to dominate in deathmatch.
How many what? Sorry.
Hot
Hot dogs?
dogs. Yeah.
Ooh. 15.
15. Okay. So there
15.
you go. Subsun
Yes.
15. I think you
Maxi,
can manage
DM
that in
career
a day or
ahead.
two, and then you're good.
I don't think it's healthy, but let's say 15.
Okay. So 15 once or like a day or a year or what's that?
Oh, no, the daily.
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 Okay, yeah.
Daily, yeah.
That's
Daily rush.
okay. Now I
Jeez.
understand why it's so hard. Why not
Yeah.
so many people are so good at DM. Okay, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
okay,
boy.
okay. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough. Okay. Then the next question, which is kind of related to that, I guess, if you're eating a lot of hot dogs, coming from Eisen, how much can you bench press?
2 sows.
2 hours. Okay. How
2
much
sows.
is a Zao?
Did you meet Zao in real life? Do you know how heavy he is?
No, but I think it's quite. I think it's quite strong. Zao.
I think
Oh,
that's
of
if we
course.
can bench press 2 Zaos, then I think you're in a good form, my friend.
He's high. I think
Okay, okay.
he's like a long individual, right? At least in the series. Quite an impressive figure.
I mean, at some
Mhm.
point we're probably gonna get a face reveal from the Zao, but yeah, who knows?
We need a body weight reveal now, right?
We take a body weight reveal first. Face reveal.
Okay, then I have 2 more great questions. One of them from Noturfux, similar to what I was asking before. So, what will happen first, TDM 20 or you losing a final?
Oof, I lose a final, definitely.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. It's gonna be, I don't know, 14 more seasons, probably like 5 more years or so.
Oof.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. I'm wasted by then. I'm washed.
You're getting old by then
Definitely.
too.
Yeah. Then I can do the. Oh, I'm old now. I can't play.
Oh, yes. As we are
That's a good
doing all the time.
excuse.
30 plus people, yeah.
Yeah, then
Related
I can also
question:
pull it off.
do you think Ulla can be a future danger to you?
If he keeps playing and like, I think he learns a lot from his own mistakes, so he becomes better all the time.
He's
Like,
very much playing to
where did,
improve. I talked to some people around him and himself, and I think he's super playing to improve with that in mind. So
like, where did Ula originally start in which division? Was it 4 or 5?
6, I think he played himself from
Was it
6 to 1.
Yeah, like he's done the climb. Like he's at the top now, so he becomes dangerous all the time. But yeah, I can really feel he's a much better player now than he was like 2 months ago. So who
Oh,
knows? Maybe.
oh wow, you're
Maybe.
saying that. That is interesting because I was like half a year ago when I was in like team games, I was playing and I didn't really know him. I was like, okay, let's play, and then I was against him at one side of the team game, and I was like,
Mhm.
wow, okay, it's not easy to push this guy. He's a really good player. And then that was half a year ago. So now if you're saying that, then I'm actually afraid. It's gonna
He's
be
becoming
interesting.
better. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
watch out, guys. I
Is he
think I played
still
my
young?
best against him and I just couldn't win. So he felt like he's definitely a level above me. So I think belongs into one. Absolutely.
Okay. Nice. Gonna be excited to play him. Maybe.
Yeah, a new challenge, perhaps.
All right, then I've got the last question, which is I think the last question. Would you rather, coming from Hastur, would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
Can you say that again?
Yeah, would you rather fight one
Mm-hmm.
horse-sized duck
Okay, yes.
or 100 duck-sized horses?
The first thing you said.
The first thing, so one
Yes.
horse-sized duck.
Yes.
Why is that? You have to give me some reason though.
Because it's small, right?
No, it's a
No,
horse-sized
it's the
duck. It's the
size
size
of
of
a
a horse.
horse. One giant
Oh.
duck or 100 small horses.
Oh, okay.
Basically.
Wait.
either one duck that's as big as a horse, or you fight 100 ducks that are 100 horses that are as small as ducks.
Then we're going for the small ones. Definitely. Yes.
Ah, it's 100.
Oh, interesting. I would still take the duck
Yeah, I
because
would also take the big
the
duck.
duck is not that mobile. I mean, yeah, it can fly, I
Yeah,
guess,
but it is
but
heavy.
it doesn't have hands. Like
It's
only has.
heavy. It's gonna crush you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
mainly
but 100
feathers. Is it that heavy?
Like an angry duck. Like it's gonna crush you, man.
You're just gonna kill it with a spear,
Yeah,
no?
just aim
And
for the
against 100.
eyes. Aim for
Wait,
the
wait.
eyes.
Are you allowed?
Against one
Are
big
you
thing, you
allowed?
can aim for the eyes.
Well, if you're allowed a spear, then yes.
Okay,
I
I don't know. He
know.
didn't
Are we
specify.
allowed a spear or not? Or is it
I thought
bare
it was like a
hands?
fist fight. You have to fight it with
Well,
your hands. or something.
barehanded is shit. Yeah, that's I don't know. Yeah, okay. I guess I guess you have your answer, Hastur.
The pack is quite giant. Then it's dangerous. Yeah, I can see that. But well, I mean, Frost answered it. Do we have more chat questions, or do we have to ask serious questions again for concluding?
No, I think I don't have any more questions that we didn't ask yet. So that's it from the chat questions.
And let's ask some tournament-related questions. So, what was harder, the group stage game against Favorite or the grand finals against Andy?
Oof. Probably the final today. Yeah. But like it was like that was the favorite set was also quite hard. But I think I picked my sips a little bit wrong there. So I would say today was harder.
Because today you picked better and Andy, and that means Andy had to play even stronger. I see.
Yes. Yes. So yeah, today
Do
was.
you feel like
little
it's
bit harder.
getting closer for you every TDM season? I mean, Keller took 2 games last time in the semis. Now you had like 2 series where you lost 2 games.
Yeah, maybe. Like it looks that way at least, and it definitely felt like that today. So I should probably be worried for the next TDM. So
who are you most afraid of for next TDM?
I gotta say Andy again then. Yeah, definitely Andy.
Right. And yeah, okay, then let's talk about the maps a bit. What was your favorite map this season?
It was actually Fez. That was
Fez.
actually my favorite map this season. And secondly, I would say probably Shoals.
Why do you like Shoals? I hear a lot of people who didn't like Shoals much. Maybe just because it's a water map, but I think even some water fans that don't like it that much.
I think it looks like it's all about the water, but the land is still important with the gold and stuff. If the game like continues for longer than 10 minutes, I kind of like the Shoals for some reason.
All right.
Nothing against it.
I think it has a really interesting dynamic with the water and the sides. I don't like playing it too much myself, but yeah, I think it delivered what it should have.
Yeah.
All right, harder question. What's your least favorite map? Harder question for me to listen to at least.
Oh, it's well, 100% outcrop for me. I think I've tried to ban it every set I play.
The same for me.
I think it's super hard to play, at least for me. Like the death ball is not guaranteed to work on that map. Like you have wood in the way, and you have to go straight forward, but if you do that, you just neglect the sides where all the gold is. So it's very risky. So for me, outcrop is the worst.
All right. Well, it's a much loved map by some other people, but interesting that you both don't like it. Like you make sense with the death ball, right? But Zayu surprised me even more that you don't like outcrop, maybe.
Why don't
I
you
haven't
like it?
figured out yet how to play that map because either I'm going for the sides and just losing to push in the middle, or I'm going for the middle and still losing to push in the middle, or I'm trying to defend and push in the middle and then losing to the sides. And so I think I have not won a single game on that map, which was like where I had an opponent that and a Civ that I consider equal. So
Okay, if I'm playing you, I'm picking Outscore. Okay, good.
yeah, you should.
Yes, that's happening.
What do you guys think about Akai? Because it was picked a lot. And yeah, it was picked a lot. It's just not Simo.
Very interesting map with like that's a new concept for DM. I don't think we've seen that before with like two neutral castles. I kind of liked it, but I didn't pick it that much. But I enjoyed playing it. I thought it was cool. I think we
Yeah.
played it, yeah.
Yes, we did. I think I agree. I would have used almost the same words as an interesting new concept. The cool thing was for me in the beginning that you could rush more easily because you didn't have to build houses, and also that castles weren't protecting your starting TC. But at the same time, the rush was more difficult because your opponent immediately could produce from 2 castles. I mean, you could as well, but you know, if you have let's say 20 units against 10, that's quite dominant for the 20. But if you have, let's say, 70 against 50, it's not that dominant for the 70, I think. So that way it was easier for the defender to mass units as well. So I'm not quite sure, and still not quite sure, how good you can rush on that map if you optimize your strategy. And then once you have those castles, I mean, in general, I don't think castles are necessarily a good thing for a DM if you have 5k stone to begin with, because then you have 2 more castles, and that map was even quite protected already because the woodline was at the back super protected. So I don't know about this, but in general, the concept's not too bad to have different kinds of build-ups and strategies towards that.
Yeah, good answer. Good answer.
Great insights, guys. Do you also agree that Zhao should host an apartment cup?
Oh, absolutely.
Who would be invited?
100%.
Would Zayu be invited immediately because it's in the same clan?
Please.
Yeah,
I'd be
that clan, of
co-host.
course.
I mean,
co-host,
you must be
okay.
guaranteed a spot, right?
Zayu sponsors it.
Okay. We'll see about that.
It's the Netherlands. I could
That's a
easily go. It's not
okay.
too far away. I'll come.
Yeah, for you, yeah, sure. For me as well.
Like if it would happen, I would definitely have gone as well. 100%.
There you go. Zhao, tournament organizer, confirmed. Without asking the man.
I mean, we can help with the tournament organization. The most important part is the location and
it has to be Zhao's apartment.
yeah, organization thing around that. So
Zach, yeah, it's a good title, no? Works.
Yep.
South apartment cap. Oh yeah.
All right, then. If we don't have more questions, I guess we see each other in Zhao's apartment first.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds great. And see you then. It was very nice to have me again, and was great to cast the series. So congratulations from me again, and see you soon.
Congratulations, Frostman. GG's.
Thank you guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you so much for. Oh, Zayu's gone. Oh, I guess they're both gone. I can still thank Zayu very much for the. Okay, now Zayu's back, so I can thank you for the amazing co-cast, Zayu. I thought Frost leaves and then say goodbye to you, and thank you for the co-cast.
Okay.
Yeah, it was great with you, and I couldn't have casted the first game alone, I think, with how much was going on.
Yeah, that was a great game, and there's so much going on indeed. That's true.
Yeah, and really nice
okay, so
stream.
yeah,
I mean, there was... Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna head off because I was already hit cancel. Yeah, see you soon.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good one. The arena's final stream, 0 rates, and we had 70 viewers for all the finals, 50 viewers for all the third place match, constantly 70 viewers after that. Obviously, fantastic support today. I'll get some music for the thank you, so don't get too emotional. Yeah. First of all, like after today's stream, I think I wanted to thank everybody who contributed. I'm overwhelmed by the support. Sniper, thank you so much again for $50. That's a really, really big dono. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Malda, for the 6 subscriptions. I don't know why I said subscriptions. Anyways, thanks a lot, Favorite, as well, for the 5 subs. Tom Snuffles for the 10 subs. And all the new Prime subs as well. Yomi, Mojito. Probably missed someone. That was great support today. Keeps me... Oh, I ruined the overlay. Okay, let's fix that. Keeps me going, keeps me like my enjoyment of casting these events and organizing TDM. Speaking of organizing TDM, thank you a lot to all the admins. Of course, first thank you to Black Sky for hosting. To the admins, I will go through them now. John Perkins, who did the amazing spreadsheets that we were using, also provided his bot, Brockbot, to automatically collect the results. Brockbot was a real hero. Thank you so much for helping us out, mainly with the results and technical side of things. To John Perkins. Thanks a lot to Lord Turfux, who did, once again, massive amounts of the silent works that you can't see. He wrote the handbook. He scripted most of the maps, adapted them according to feedback. He was taking feedback on the maps. He was the one that was always attentive to when there was something to discuss, when there were some problems. And yeah, super reliable admin, and he did by far the most before the series started, so the season could actually start, like providing map handbook, all the essential stuff, and coordinated a lot of that as well. So thank you so much to our folks. Then we had Nate the Spike, division admin, but also becoming the stats admin, who did this Civ analysis tab, kept it up to date, so we always could talk about the win rates. Berber's ending up on 74% win rate there towards the top. Oh no, I moved something else as well. Ah, fuck. Eek. You're interrupting my thank you speech overlay. Oh, no, I moved the wrong thing. Okay, 1 second, and I keep talking about the stats and Nate. That doesn't let me click sniper Stono thing. No. The Stono, here we go. What? I just clicked on that. It's trolling me. It's really trolling me. I can't click it. I moved something else. No, I'm ruining everything. Oh, that's because I locked it. How could I move it in the first place if I locked it? Probably clip shoutouts that I moved, no? Yeah, I need to fix them again. It's just this. Go to that scene, copy that. Sorry for the interruption. I streamed a lot the last days. It's fine. We have a bit of introduction. But yeah, back to that. Thanks a lot, Nate, for doing all the statistics. I want to see the top 3 win rates now that we kind of finished. Berbers 74, they've fallen under 75%. Georges did just lose 1, so maybe they've fallen out of favor. Still have 67. Yeah, they're behind Megas now. Megas taking a lead over Georges now at 68. And then third one is still Georges, I think. Yeah, all these stats collected. Also, how many of the maps were picked. I think it is original thing that we couldn't include. You could even click Civ analysis specifically here. But that didn't work with introduction here. But yeah, he always kept the stats, kept us informed about them in chat, and, well, made them available in the brackets too, together with John. Then thank you, Sniper, not only for being one of the biggest supporter monetarily of TDM, but also adminning this season. He had a lot of tough tasks with his divisions and solved them masterfully. Also played a big role in the prep for the season, being on the map team and everything. Thanks a lot to Sniper. Thanks a lot to Nuclear Pasta for doing his division adminning and for helping out with the rec distribution on the final day. Also, first season, so very thankful to new people in the admin team. Thanks a lot, Tom Snuffles, not only for handling the prize pool, being generally our Discord responder admin, but also for taming the lion as far as it was possible. That concludes the admin thanks. Huge thanks to all the casters of this season, especially to Mojito. Mojito did not only cast the season himself, came kind of into it mid-season, but also did script like a spreadsheet and made that VOD channel, put a lot of work into like organizing all the VODs, already started giving feedback to the rules and everything, and also was helping a bit with the cast coordination between the casters. So grand shout out to Mojito for his own casting, but also for helping organize cast related things without even being admin. Don't forget Colin after last subscriber. I don't know what that's about. I think it looks okay. And then obviously big thanks to all the other casters. Lucky Comes, who casted a lot before his internet kind of gave up a bit. But he cast some more at the end. And I think overall probably Lucky Comes cast the most. Maybe me or Lucky Comes. Pretty close. Might be Lucky Comes actually because it was gone so long. Yeah, cast a massive amount of the games, produced some great memes. Lucky Comes mildly annoyed at Eisen selling wood, the perfect generation for Koreans, on Hyper Random, etc., etc., and yeah, becoming a really, really insightful DM caster, and even got to be called as the big expert by Xardas when he was casting. Thanks Tom Snuffles obviously also for casting the season. Didn't do that many this time, but yeah, some really nice casts around Christmas. Tom casting is always great. Then thanks Gamer, who casted a ton of this season, multiple like rec casts on Sundays, casted until exhaustion, even falling asleep while casting. That's how much dedication he had. So Gamer would like to hear this. But yeah, and managed to get through that immersion game of Warpath. Thanks to Xardas for jumping in, casting some series. Thanks to Queen Brizzlin for the very hype return to the casting scene. She didn't end up casting that much, but it was super nice to watch Brizzlin cast again, to watch Brizzlin play in the series as well. We are all very happy we have our queen back. I think that concludes the casters. I hope I didn't forget anybody. Thanks obviously to all the players who played their sets. Really great games. Obviously, also, we had a lot of dropouts. We had to DQ a lot of people this season. There will be probably some people who will try to sign up to the next season, and we will have to refuse because quite some of them have multiple times not played their games, and that's really bad. And I feel sorry for, I don't know exactly, especially the players in Division like 6 and 9. I think, who only could play 2 matches because 2 of the opponents were gone, right? Sucked for them, they wanted to play more. So please keep in mind for signing up that you might a bit ruin the other guys' days if you don't play your games. But yeah, a lot of huge thanks to everybody who did play. It was once again the biggest TDM season we ever had, so some growth pain is part of it, right? And yeah, thanks to everybody who watched. Viewership was fantastic. Like, we had like without raid 70 viewers today, which is huge. I had like 100 viewers for most of yesterday. And also I think all the other casters felt that. Like, I heard Gamer talk today on his stream that he had 25 viewers when he was casting DM, and he doesn't have as many anymore when he does RM content. And I think kind of everybody could feel that casting Deathmatch means more people are watching than when you're doing RM. And that's one of the best arguments we can make for people to get into DM, to get into casting, to get into playing. If the community shows up to support deathmatch content, it's, yeah, we can give a great reason then why people should get involved into DM. And at the end of this, that's kind of the mission of the league, right? To grow deathmatch, to show that it's there, to show that it's alive. So yeah, viewers, really big part of everything. Thanks a lot, and I think that's it. Hope I didn't forget much. TDM 7 win. You will be informed in due time. And if you want to be the first to know, join the TDM Discord.